Good evening, everyone. Welcome along to Game Week 38, ChampManFPL Season 3, the final curtain. I'm joined by my host from Game Week 1, Craig, finishing that loop nicely. And we've got a special guest, the Season 1 man at the moment, James. How you doing, James?
I'm very well. Thanks for having us on, guys. This has been quite quietly in the diary for a while, so very much looking forward to it.
Excellent, excellent. How are you doing, Craig? You finished your McDonald's?
No, I've eaten the chips, not the burger. So I might be eating out at half time. So yeah, obviously I wasn't going to finish it before we started properly. So yeah, that can survive till half time. McTasty's is ready to go. If I have to have too many shots and stuff in the first half, I might need that burger at half time. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, save that for later. I think, yeah, James, you're the special guest tonight. Tell us.
I want to tell FPL Richie straight away that shut up with this nonsense about Spurs getting relegated. It's not happening. It's in our hands. Go on, Mark. Sorry, mate.
No, I was just, that fits in nicely. I was going to say, how are you feeling about Spurs tonight? How are you feeling about your own team?
Well, we're rewriting history here, aren't we? Because isn't it May 2004? Technically,
yes, it would be.
All right, so them Gooners can shove their invincible stuff up their arse as well, 8th in the league. That doesn't exist anymore, so no one ever talks about that ever again. How am I feeling about my ChampMan team? Well, literally, I just said to you about 5 minutes ago, I might need to send Captain a reshot of my team because it's not saved properly. Which probably shows how good my engagement has been this season. I took a -4 today for Sami Hyypiä and Super Kevin Phillips. The idea was to captain Super Kevin Phillips, but it looks like the captaincy's on Sami Hyypiä with the vice on Ida Johnson. My overall is about 318th, which is precisely 317 and about 600 points behind Luke, I think.
That is brilliant. We've played 114 game weeks and people's team still aren't saving. So good, so good.
It's tricksy, that Gaffer website. You think you've done it, but you haven't. Yeah.
To be honest, I've never had a problem before. It's just because I come with the stream. Someone's got to stitch him up. I'm sure of it. So, no, to be honest, I bought Hyypiä in the first place. I thought, do you know what? I want to go with a differential captain. And then I thought, and do you know what? 318th. I want to play it safe. Let me get Super Kevin for Ruud. Ruud's not doing anything away to Leeds tonight, is he? He says, I'll captain Phillips. Brilliant at home. He was brilliant for me in season 1, brilliant season 2, brilliant this season again. Let's finish with Kev. So I've got him in, taking a -4 for him, and I ain't bloody captained him, have I? So yeah, I understand you two have gone a bit more wild, just for the crack.
Yeah, we've both taken a -16 to have completely different teams. And
I still don't outscore you.
We'll just see. We've gone for a mix of nostalgia and taking on the week, I think. But yeah. I mean, we're both, I think a lot of people tonight are just of the mindset, bringing in a few players that have been good to them, that they've got fond memories of over the 3 years. Have you got anybody else apart from Phillips, James, that you've brought in just for the fuck of it tonight?
Nah, I feel like my team looks quite strong. That's why I didn't really do a lot with it. So, I mean, I've got treble Leeds, Robinson, Ferdinand and Viduka. I've got double City, Howie and Flipcroft. Got Hyypiä, I've got Tarico's obviously been brilliant. I've got Tome and Phillips, got home fixture. Lee Hendry's been great, home fixture. I've got Johnson at Norwich. I think they're all starting. So yeah, to be honest, I couldn't see the point going mad and taking a silly amount of hits because the team actually was set up okay.
You could get team of the week then. I think you're in front already.
Judging by some of the hits I'm hearing about, yeah, maybe. I don't think so though, mate, because I didn't even choose my captain. So maybe if Sammy returns a 15-pointer or so, you never know.
You might get the David Unsworth treatment of 3 pens, right? You might score 3 penalties.
That would be something. Haven't Liverpool got a goalkeeper who can't save Toffee though?
Yeah, he's not real. Like everything's just greyed out. Like he's not a real person. So.
It's all right. Us Sky players have been used to greyed out footballers for a long time, so that's not too much of an issue.
That's true. Yeah, but so yeah, mine and Craig's teams are on the screen now. So we've gone for 11 different players. We said we did talk about having a shot every time someone scores, but the only thing I had in the house was Cointreau, and Craig's got apple sours, so I think I'm at a massive disadvantage there.
none of my players are scoring. I've got the 3 trolls in my team. I've got Matt Jansen, Thierry Henry, and Julio Arca. The 3 trolls are all there. I don't think I've had barely a good game week from any of those 3 all season. I've owned them multiple times. So I thought I'd give them one last shot of redemption tonight to see if they could, especially Jansen, the biggest fraud of the lot. So
he was another one. He was great for me in season 1.
He's been such a fraud this year.
Yeah, he's been poor this year, but change of manager with the shit tactic and all that. Just looking through the chat, what big hits we've got. We've got minus 24 from Lewis Turner to bring in his team of the season. Hope to end on a high.
Wavy's on only a minus 32.
Yeah, 32.
I swear there were 6 ships in this one now.
John Shannon.
My running joke of the day that someone's going to take a monster hit and then not get enough points to get themselves back into positive. Someone's going to end the game week on a minus 32 and 28 points or something. And
we have that every week in the Planet FPL community with a minus 56. Don't tell FPL Towers about that, will you? God's sakes.
Done that a couple of times already. Yeah. AZ, Henry captain. I will buy everyone Matt Jansen's autobiography at the meetup if he gets a hat trick from the Smiths 1986.
It's on. Ipswich ain't the best tonight. I think Blackburn could score 3 goals. I fully expect Jansen to get none of them, but I think Blackburn could get 3 goals in that game. I'm expecting the classic 59-minute sub off for Peter Crouch or something, and then he'll get his 1-pointer and piss off into the wind.
Yeah,
I mean the fixtures suggest there could be some wild stuff here. I mean, it always is the case with this game anyway, that there could be some wild stuff, but there could be some big margin victories. It feels like this week.
Villa, Blackburn, Liverpool, Man City, Middlesbrough, and Sunderland, and Tottenham. So we've had 7 home teams there that could easily score 3 goals.
I don't know about Tottenham, mate.
Yeah,
it's guarantee we go behind. Put me through the ringer.
You've been better since Curbs came in. You were down before that, so. Yeah,
I mean, what did we have before? Alex McLeish? Yay.
Everson has been doing bits lately as well. Since he's actually become a regular starter, he's obviously not been a regular starter for most of the 3 seasons, but he's doing bits lately. So I've got him tonight just for you, James, to be fair. I knew he was coming on.
He's shocking, Stephanie. He's one of the worst forwards I haven't seen play for Spurs. It's so terrible, honestly. Mind you, I did have the later joy of experiencing Gregor's Raziak, who's definitely the worst player I've ever seen put on a Spurs.
I was just going to mention him because you know where he came after.
You had him as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, he was so bad. Derby fans were upset when we took him. Wow, I don't know what they were watching anyway. I to be honest, I've more Craig got me hopes up that Norwich, Coventry, and Watford with their fixtures are all going to get beat tonight, I think, and that Tottenham, Leicester won't overly matter. I can't be sitting here and we get relegated, surely. There's no way that's not the welcoming for me, surely. I was right shitting myself. Was Bradford, weren't we like 2-1 down in game week 36 with like 10 minutes to go? And
yeah,
and 1-4-2. I mean, God.
I had Everson vice captain that week as well. I think he scored right near the end. I was on that week when he did that. Yeah, who would have thought started this year? You got Villa in 4th competing for the Champions League. And in 2004, we was actually useless in real life.
It's only 3 teams going to Champions League, isn't it?
That's 4 in this.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Because the race for 4th's really close then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was only 3 teams. Someone in the chat's probably going to correct me. Nelhow, I noticed, is putting Pavlyuchenko, says, hi, James. It's better than Everson, mate. It's definitely better than Raziak. Oh, super Pav. It was never super Stefan Everson.
He was all right, wasn't he, Pav? Yeah.
We've had some shockers as well, especially in this era, to be fair. Bosco Balaban, probably the prime one. He's actually done all right in Europe, played in the Champions League for numerous other teams and scored goals. Was one of the worst forwards I've ever seen for us. He was not good.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about Villa forwards. I'm just trying to think of good ones. I was saying Dion's all right, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was that he came in for Dwight York, so everyone was obviously a bit down. What was I, about 12, I think, when York? I was on holiday in Spain, and I saw it on the front of the Sun newspaper in the middle of Spain that York had gone Man United, and we obviously needed a replacement. And then I saw him, and it didn't seem like a good upgrade on York, or even a good sideways move from York, but he got off to a flyer. Then he's got about 8 goals in 3 games or something when we first signed.
He scored twice on his debut against my team, mate.
Yeah, and then he got a hat trick, I think, against Coventry or something just after, and he was on fire. We were top of the league, I think, till for a few weeks.
Do we need to go through team lineups? What do you guys normally do these days?
Yeah, sometimes we do that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's not really. We normally just pick out if there's any big news. I suppose Ian Hart starting for Leeds is fairly big, isn't it? So Singh has played the last few weeks. They're at home with a double up arrow, so you wouldn't normally expect Ian Hart to play, but he's in. Veron misses out for Man United. David Dunn has been playing a bit more regularly in the last third of the season. I think if we went another year, you'd probably find David Dunn was a first choice player alongside Veron. But I think
Ekiog's on the bench as well for Man United. People might have been holding him through. He's not started playing Ronnie Johnson with Roque Jr. today.
I think that's kind of it. We had a nice generous league to finish, didn't we? So we had pretty much all the lineups anyway, which is nice for the last week for people going for stuff.
Let us know in the chat if anyone's not got 11 out. We were discussing it pre-starting and thinking everyone must have at least 11, surely.
Yeah.
So I'm optimistic. I made a new team today just for tonight as well. All of the 11 players in it, all under 2% owned. So let's see how many differentials can come good for one
Go
game.
on, and read that team out.
Read that team out. So Dudek's in goal. Tottenham goalkeeper, Dudek. Double Liverpool defence, Bishgan and Hegem, with Hurtado from Man City. Midfield, Gary Teal from Sunderland. Who else was it? Rebroff's up front. He's captain in that team tonight, Rebroff.
Has he not? So he's scored like 4 times all season.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But he's got a good fixture, right? Rebroff, Dublin, and Huckabee were the 3 strikers.
There's a lot of teams with good fixtures this week.
Your boy's in there, mine. I don't know if you still got him, Charlie Miller.
He got Charlie Miller, yeah.
Yeah, he got into it. Miller, Murphy, Solano, and Gary Teal was the midfield. And then Rebroff, Dublin, Huckabee up front. So in terms of fixtures, they're all quite good. And I said they're all under 2% owned. So I reckon there'll be a few returns in that team. And it's not taking a hit. So maybe that might make team of the week.
You never know. I got Murphy and Miller anyway from that. So yeah, we'll see. We should do let's do the score predictions. We've got 3 of us.
Let's have some wild fun.
Score prediction. We've seen the actual formations now, which may help or may not help. Everton are quite attacking, right, against Villa. No DM.
Yeah, I'll go straight in first. 4-2 Villa. Let's have some proper fun with that. 4-2 Villa.
I've got to go 5-1 if I've got Dublin captain, right?
5-1. Okay, I'll go 3-1 Villa. Yeah, I think Dublin. People that have gone for Dublin for the love of it. I think yeah, you've done well there. I think he'd do well.
They've got a load of strikers on the bench, Villa, which is a bit unfortunate. I think 3 of their 5 subs are strikers. 3 strikers, a goalkeeper, and some bloke I've never heard of. Must be a regen. I don't know where he plays, but so you might not get the full 90 at Dublin, which would be a bit of a nuisance. But he could score a hat-trick in the first half, right?
He could, definitely. Right, Blackburn Ipswich. I'll go first on this one. I think, yeah, Blackburn have been shit since they had their new manager, but yeah, everybody that wants to kiss and make up with Janssen, they're gonna get what they want. I brought in Tugai for the love of it for this week because he was one of my favourites from season 2. So let's go. I'll go 3-1 Blackburn as well.
I'm gonna
go on, Craig.
2-0 Marcus Bent's going to score both of them. I've just seen Jamie Clapham's playing left centre back. I didn't even know he could play there. I don't think we've ever seen him play that position in 3 seasons. We obviously saw Liverpool try and play Reister at centre back, and that never ended well. So Bent against Clapham could be a bit of a mismatch. And I don't like that Ipswich defence. Yeah, I'll go 2-0 Blackburn.
I'll go 2-0 Ipswich. One of Tugai or Janssen to get sent off.
He's going to get sent off tonight. The greyed out Liverpool goalkeeper. He can get sent off.
Who's in goal for Blackburn? Who's a Blackburn keeper?
Yeah, 4 million guy. Betterton's in goal.
He's getting sent off. There you go.
A lot of people might have played him tonight as well, which would be unfortunate. I think there was quite a few that had him and Robinson as their 2 keepers, so they weren't sure which one to play. I think most would have probably picked Robinson, but some might have thought Blackburn had the better game.
Yeah, close call that.
Yeah. I might have to change my prediction for this next game based on those comments. Coventry versus Arsenal. Coventry need a win to try and send Tottenham down.
And Arsenal won't turn up to try and send Tottenham down.
Do you know who's this guy, Martin, at left centre back for Coventry? Fitzgerald. Do we know him?
Yeah, I've heard of Fitzgerald. Yeah, he pops up. I don't think he's any good though.
He's playing against Thierry Henry tonight in that matchup.
Okay. Well, let's go. So Arsenal are going to score, aren't they? Let's go for a Lee Hughes hat-trick, last-minute winner. 3-2 Coventry.
I'll go 5-1 Arsenal and scoring 4 against Fitzgerald.
I mean, very, very clearly, Arsenal are not going to show up in this. And quite often, to be honest, they just don't anyway away from home in this game. So I'll go 2-1 Coventry.
That would be squeaky bum time.
That is one of the worst scenes I've ever seen, that Coventry lineup. It's absolutely awful. If they beat Arsenal tonight, that's a big, massive joke.
How many times have we said that about Arsenal playing a rubbish team in this game over the years, away from home, honestly? No, you're right. There's no way they should get beat. No. It wouldn't surprise me.
Leeds, Man United. So, two big teams. Man United going away playing defensive. I think lots of people have gambled on coming off Viduka, coming off Ruud to try and have some fun. So, I think for the good of the game, let's hope this plays out. If this plays out 0-0, I think people will be happy, to be honest.
I would actually piss myself if, like, I'll go 2-1 Man United. Van Nistelooy scores both of them. That would be a lot of people, won't it?
Yeah, especially the guy who got Phillips into captain him and didn't captain him. I noticed that United haven't scored in either of the games at Ellen Road in the last 2 years, actually. I'll go 1-0 Leeds. Viduka. Or, sorry, for Andy Martin's benefit, that is Viduka.
Viduka, yeah. Liverpool, Watford. What's the most Watford have conceded under this manager? Is it 6?
Yeah, I think they did 6 in.
I think they got it 6.
Have you seen a 7 or an 8?
Yeah, I've seen 7 and 8s in the Sims. I think Ipswich put 6 past them, didn't they? So let's hope Liverpool can get one of those things that we've seen in the data and go 7. Let's go 7-1 Liverpool or something.
I'm going to go 2-0. 2 goals in the first 10 minutes, and we get the dreaded message come up on the screen that Liverpool were sitting back and not trying anymore, or whatever the wording is. And the game will just play out into nothing for 80 minutes.
Yeah, we need to hope that their crap keeper lets a couple of goals in, really, to keep them on the attack. But...
I'm going to go for Watford to score early, just for the crack. Hippier gash leg after 12 minutes, and Liverpool to win 2-1.
We're due a big injury like that for a highly owned player. It's not really happened, is it, this season? Someone going off like really early injured who people have got?
No, I can't think of one, to be honest.
I thought gashes were weekly occurrences here, no? Or have I been looking on the wrong sites?
No, it was last season. We had a gash count last season.
Next game.
Yeah.
Yeah, too early.
Too early. You got apple sours going, you mate. Apple sours.
It's not. It's more girly than that. It's watermelon sours. It's even extra girly.
Oh, it's even worse. It gets worse.
All right, good stuff.
We've got next Man City, Bradford. So one shop's popular tonight, and I think Spencer's popular. And Man City are just popular in general tonight. So let's hope they score a few goals. I can see them winning 3 or 4-0. Let's go 4-0.
I've been saying all day, one chop will end the night with having the most shots, not the most necessarily the most goals, but the most shots. So this, yeah, I'll go 3-4-0. He'll get a couple, I think.
I'll go 4-1. One chop off early day with a stub toe.
James is here to watch the world burn.
Did you notice?
Middlesbrough, Newcastle. So yeah, a lot of people underwhelmed by the predictions for this, but yeah, it's just Newcastle's crap tactic, isn't it? But yeah, Rickard's still a few Rickard owners about. I've got Miller. Craig, you've got Miller in your differential team.
I've got the 2 centre backs in my main team as well, Oncho and Southgate. I've got both of them.
So let's go Southgate to shim one in off of Oncho's head at some point.
I'm going Oncho to score. It hasn't happened yet. Let's say, I've been his biggest cheerleader for 3 seasons. What
He's not scored all season
if he scores?
Let's go that one.
Let's go for. I'll go for Southgate to physically chin someone and get sent off, and I'll go 2-1 Middlesbrough. Come from behind victory.
I think we're about to keep up with the comms if there's this many goals and this many red cards and injuries. I mean, this is going to be too much comms.
Norwich Chelsea is another interesting one. Norwich are not out of the running yet. If they win against Chelsea, that could make things interesting as well. So yeah, I think it'll be fairly tight actually. Norwich will be attacking it. Chelsea will be kind of in the middle. So yeah, maybe Norwich can sneak it for a night of drama. Let's say a Norwich 2-1 win.
I'm going to go Norwich 1-0. Andy Marshall's going to get 6 save points. That's what I'm going to go for.
Is Kevin Nolan in the Norwich team? Must be.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 1-0 Norwich. Every time I played him, 2 points. Every time he's on my bench, he scores. I'm going to go 1-0 Norwich. Here I am as a Spurs fan, relying on results from Arsenal and Chelsea to help us stay up. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm backing Coventry and Norwich both to win. 1-0 Norwich.
That'll be a nice price double for you. Sunderland Bolton. So James with his Phillips captain tonight. Definitely not alone in that, a popular one.
Except I'm not. I don't think.
I think
it's on Hippier, yeah.
You got Hippier because you backed it up. There are a lot of Phillips captainers out there though. Yeah, I fancy Sunderland to win, but a bit like Janssen, I think I feel like Pedersen's gonna sign off with a goal just to spite us all. So I'll go maybe like 3-2 Sunderland or something.
I'll go 2-1 Sunderland. No goal for Phillips, but somehow he'll still get man of the match because that's how this game works. Libra to score both the goals, but Phillips to get man of the match 2-1.
Have we ever had an 8-3?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, in that case, I'll go Sunderland 7-3, Phillips to get 5.
Okay, nice. What's the if we had more than a hat trick? We've had Viduka scored 4 once, didn't he?
Definitely. I remember an away game, definitely did that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got more than 4, but you never know. 5s definitely do happen. So we've got one more chance. And then Tottenham, Leicester. What do you say? Right. We've got to let you go on this one, James.
Okay. We're going to do the business, but we're going to do it the hard way. We're going to go 2-0 down. We're going to win 3-2. Redroth and Everson are both going to get injured. And in desperation, Curbs is going to throw Ledley on up front and he's going to get a winner. Nice. And that'll be proper scenes.
It's a shame you haven't still got Gary Doherty because he could genuinely get thrown up front.
Oh, the ginger Pele, what a ledge.
Nice. Poyer, he'll come on and score in this game, I'm going to say.
He was better up front than Raziak.
Poyer?
No, Doherty.
Oh.
Yeah, even Doherty out of position up front was better. No, nothing was worse than Raziak.
You're going now. I'm going to say my boy McAnuff is going to sign off with a goal. But yeah, I do fancy Tottenham to win, to be honest. But yeah, a night of drama where Tottenham, Coventry, Norwich all win, but they're all in front at different times.
Who's 5th from bottom? Can they still go down? Or are they out of it?
Watford. Watford can
they're bottom, aren't they? Watford.
Watford are bottom, yeah.
But they're gone. They ain't getting anything. They're gone.
I don't know, mate. In this game, some mad shit happens.
Leicester, I'll call it now. Go for it then. Leicester can go down from 16th.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, so if Spurs, Coventry, and Norwich win, then they're down, aren't they? Or is it even if just 2 of them? I think maybe.
I think if Tottenham and Leicester draw, one of the others have to win to go above them. If either Tottenham or Leicester win, they're guaranteed. But it still needs. I think if Tottenham lose, they're level on points with one of the teams, aren't they? Currently Tottenham and Leicester are obviously outside, so yeah, it's up to one of the 3 below to obviously do something to change the situation. That's probably the easiest way to describe it. I just noticed FPL Cobbler has tagged me, and I probably should address at the situation because I didn't cover it is that obviously that Middlesbrough are at home today. And the earliest ChampMan listeners are obviously waiting for me to say that the game is at the Riverside. Motherfuckers.
Nice. We'll get a few of those in through the evening, I'm sure. Captain, you got the music ready at some point.
Captain, have you got a bleep button ready?
So yeah,
so what, we're a minute to kick off?
Yeah, just looking at the top scorers. Kev's out there in front, 25. Kev's two in front of Viduka going into this for the Golden Boot. I think he's probably got that sewn up.
Michael Smith, I do remember the time when I had 20,000 viewers that one time. That was immense. Where the stream got raided and I landed with Russian porn for a very long time in the chat. It was quite an experience.
Yeah, so we're off. Aston Villa start positively and Everton get the ball. Great start.
Aston Villa started positively. This is already how you know this game is full of shit. Anyone watched that on Friday night? Wow.
No.
I was on a stag do, and without going into too much detail, there was like a 6-year-old stripper that was brought into the room of this stag do, right in the same room where I was trying to watch the Villa game. So it wasn't ideal on a stag do trying to look around this guest.
I think, Craig, you've dug your hole by beginning to tell that story and then not completing the story very properly, mate. I think please continue, sir.
I'm not sure what was worse at the time, a 60-year-old stripper or that fucking game.
60-year-old stripper as well was on the heavier side, shall we say. I don't want to put an actual weight onto how heavy she was, but she was a big girl. She was in our accommodation for about half an hour. So yeah, stood right in the middle of the lounge area where there was a TV on where I was trying to watch the Villa game. Basically interrupted all the second half pretty much. So
was she large or she was 60? I'm confused now.
Both.
Right. Okay, cool.
The best man thought it was a good idea to bring her in. So
Andrew Dowd says Aston Villa fighting for Europe, Spurs fighting for survival. Levels James. Andrew, it's a computer game. It's not real. Unless obviously I'm talking about the death of the Invincibles, then obviously it's real.
Early chance for Rickard. Yeah,
Norwich seemed keen in getting an early goal.
Sunderland on the attack. Bolton defensive.
We haven't done first goals, have we? I think it's going to be a Liverpool player, Fowler. I'll go Fowler first goal scorer tonight.
Yeah, I went for Heskey over Fowler, so that wouldn't surprise me.
It's Everton, all the ball.
Pelo's Beard says, why is Craig suddenly talking about 60-year-old strippers? What the hell am I watching? Basically, it was the fault of Aston Villa, reminded them of 60-year-old strippers. That's it. I don't know what else to say, mate.
If it was game week 1, he wouldn't have told that story. That's how far we've come.
I've not even started drinking yet.
I see that Tottenham out of an attacking formation. Can you Spurs? See our friends from above average. I presume that's Adam is in. Hello, mate.
Good evening.
I'm not liking the fact I got Melberg in as part of one of my many hits, and Everton having all the shots so far. Not a good start.
Do you want to, Craig? Do you want to? I mean, scrap all the ChampMan nonsense. Do you want to read the comment from FPL News?
Let me. Oh, if I look at the right one, Craig is wearing his hat because of strippers. Oh, okay. Wearing hat because of strippers. Sat on his head and left a gash on his forehead.
I mean, you really should have read it before you said it out loud.
I was looking at my chat's about 5 seconds behind. I was looking at the extra one he made about 4 comments earlier. Not mastered the chat yet.
Teach mode's in. Hello, Andy.
Andy in the chat. Good evening, mate.
Doesn't recognise me apparently. Hi, I'm back.
I'm not quite sure I've got the woolly hat on, to be fair. It's not that cold where I am.
I should have put the cap on. I was used to wear the Tottenham cap, didn't I?
Yeah, you need your cap, you need your vape and a can of Brewdog or something.
Don't know about the Brewdog, hang on.
Ooh. James just got up as Trevor Benjamin missed. He could have come back to seeing Tottenham 1-0 down there. I'll piss off Everton. Why is Everton having all the shots?
There we go. That's a bit of nostalgia.
I can't hear shit because the fucking lead come out.
Yeah, I might.
Don't worry, I'm always this unprofessional on Planet FPL as well. That's why Andy got the call from Scout and I didn't. Hi Andy, how you well, mate? We had any goals?
I'm going bold for the first time this year. It's too hot for that hat. Very, very rare that I've not got a hat on. So we'll go for it tonight.
This now looks like that time. Do you remember when Kamara was at QPR and every time they came back to me, he was like wearing less clothes?
Yeah,
and then eventually they went back to him and he had like a coat on, like boxing gloves. He had everything on. Matt Samuel, you know I'm going to spill my drink. That always happens, mate.
I'm not sure what to drink here. I've got the gin and lemonade. I've still got some coffee, and I've still got these sours. Definitely over.
I think it's probably going to be on your knees over a toilet bowl in about 3 hours by the sounds of it, mate. What's your shot rules on this?
Me and Martin kind of agreed that either time any of our players scored, we'd have a shot.
Which includes subs, I presume. You both on like
yeah. But I don't know why Martin we got that optimistic that we might. Oh, Oncho booked. There's points off me already. Yeah, I don't know why I was optimistically thinking we might get 12, 15 goals between us tonight. I don't know when that ever happens.
You never know.
Well, I didn't get any goals at all last week. So
there you go. You've been saving them up.
This is one of them sadistic sim ones where they've gone, wonder how long we can keep the lads going at 0-0.
Yeah, to be fair, we had that last week. I think we got to a fair amount last week. It ended up with quite a lot. But yeah, we had a slow start last week.
I thought there'd be a few early goals tonight with all these home dominant teams. Really slow.
They'll come. Did someone in the chat give an answer about whether fourth was for Champions League or not? I still feel like it's only third.
I think it might be. I think when you first play the game, when you play the first season, I think it is 3, but then I think England get like 4 straight away because they're like right on the cusp of the coefficient.
I've just read Pep Talk's comment, which taking me right back, mate. Cool. I literally spilt the shit everywhere, didn't I? She gave me like roll kitchen towel and had to ask her for like another one. The state of it. Yes, I do remember. Dan says, be such a shame if Spurs get relegated with James on. Dan, you know that quiz you promised me, mate? You can shove it back up your arse, mate. I don't want that. Wavy says 4 goes into playoffs, I think. I presume like a Champions League qualifier.
Yeah. That sounds right to me. Go on, Heskey. Here it comes. Go, Emil!
Partridge assist as well, which I've got.
That's the captain.
Captain goal.
Bruno.
Best open this hours then, if I'm celebrating your goals as well.
Oh, we're going to do it for each other's goals? Fucking hell. All right.
You've got to do 2 if he's your captain. Can't 2 goals really, isn't it?
No, 3.
Shit up as you go along now.
Right. Didn't you say it was shots for the minute he scored in or something, no? First one?
What, 8 shots for 8 minutes?
I'll go kind and say 7.
I'll have one for your goals until I start getting loads of goals, and I might not do your ones then. But for now, we'll do yours.
Solancha. Nice, eh? I'm getting way too old for this shit. Plus, I didn't get the memo.
No, this has been my. I don't really drink shots all that much, so it's a bit of a rarity for me. I usually have the Sambuca, a bit like you, Martin. I thought that's a bit too heavy for this.
Yeah, definitely. If I have to go to the Cointreau, then I'll be having a little splash of mixer with it. Definitely.
It's gonna get messy.
Hope people did it because we did this. I did it Spaces at lunchtime with Jules about you was on there, Martin, as well, obviously, about Liverpool tonight. I think a lot of people wanted a piece of them against Watford. weren't sure which striker to go for. It felt like a bit of a 50-50 pre-game.
Yeah.
I think I was saying I'd probably go Heskey because I had more faith in him keeping a high average rating. Oh, Pedersen scored.
Oh, he said we get a goal. He'd get a goal. Gardner and Pedersen, the classic. He scored 13, has he? I didn't think it was that many.
I owned him for about 9 weeks of good fixtures. I think he scored 1 in that run of 9 games.
He's like Malcolm Christie. He's got 16 goals. He's never scored.
I just realised with the ticker, you can't really do I used to do the clean sheet wipeout. You can't really do it now, can you?
That's the one disadvantage, but we will get to find out together what's happened.
Oh, Spurs have hit the bar.
Oh, I read
Lady
it.
shoves Everson. Red card. Send him off. Been the referees. Oh, look at that. Straight red. Leicester down to 10.
Seen the red mist.
Delaney is screaming at the referee. It's a bit late for that now, mate.
Oh dear.
What did that say? Benjamin launched him down the tunnel.
No sub either. I don't know what they're doing, what reshuffle's going on there.
Unprofessional.
I mean, that's good news. What's I'll tell you what, I'll have a look while you guys talk. I'll go and check Leicester's goal difference actually, because I think theirs is worse.
There you go, it's -19, Tottenham -22.
Oh, Tottenham's is worse, is it?
Yeah, it just flashed up on the bottom right there.
Yeah, Leicester -19, Tottenham -20. Their goal difference is much better than the 3 in the relegation zone at the moment. Which means, obviously, if Tottenham did go on and beat Leicester, one of the 3 at the bottom would have to win to overtake Leicester.
Yeah, it's not going to be Watford, obviously losing anyway. Norwich could do it. I think Norwich, I don't think Coventry will beat Arsenal. I wouldn't be overly surprised if Norwich pinched one. The keeper would have to play well. But that is
I noticed my Southampton correspondent, Matt Samuels, he says, Spurs fans singing "We Are Staying Up." I'm just looking at the league table, Matt, and I can't see your team anywhere. So what are your lot singing?
They're all balls.
Now, what we're really singing, Matt, is we're nicking your song, aren't we? Oh, when the Spurs go marching in.
Yeah, they was abysmal, weren't they? Season 1, Southampton.
Yeah, they're all.
Were they there?
Yeah, they were there in season 1. They got relegated season 1. Yeah.
Not memorable. Didn't they go down with West Ham?
Yeah, they were shambolic.
They had James Beattie up front, who promised loads of goals and didn't really score any.
Yeah, Svensson was meant to be good as well, and he was awful, but he's absolutely smashing it at Man City now.
Who else went down season 1? Was that Fulham?
Fulham, yeah.
Yeah.
Held Lewis Boamorte for way too long.
All the streams, I literally have no recollection of that at all.
Borsell, there's a goal. Norwich 1-0 down. Possible Zenden assist, I think. Yeah, Zenden assist. I think he's quite popular tonight. He's had a solid 6 or 7 weeks, Zenden. He must be on 5 or 6 attacking returns, I think, in the last 7 weeks, Zenden.
I see Andy saying Saints promoted, right? Question. Like, don't spoil my fun, Andy, please.
I don't think they are.
These correspondents of mine are right trappy, you know that. Right trappy. Till they get on my podcast. I recognise that Feely M2 is talking about having Gary Monk. That's brought memories back now. Gary Monk, yeah, he was absolutely atrocious. I'm sure that was when Viduka got 4 from memory. I'm sure that was at Southampton, actually.
Yeah, that rings a bell to me as well. That was the first real game where the centre-back's attributes were really considered. I think he got like 10 for jumping and heading or something.
Yeah, and I think because he was away from home, not many people captained him, if I remember. But then he had a real streak. He kept getting like braces and stuff away from home regularly, Viduka.
He smashed Fulham away at the first season. 5-1, I think, Leeds won season 1 away to Fulham. I think he got 3 or 4 in that game as well. Jamie knows so much more now, and Luke knew it all to himself in season 1, and now we all know it.
Quite a few in the chat look like they got a bit of Zenden love going on.
Yeah, his ownership's quite high. It's up near like 20%, I think, last couple of weeks. We did the opposite, Martin. We got Good Johnson over Zenden, didn't we?
We did, yeah. Is Arsenal going to go in front as well? They are.
Kicking off. Wingers night tonight. Is it wingers night?
That's the bottom three you're losing.
Yeah.
Henry assist as well there for people. I don't know.
Mr. Az, I know you're there. Mr. Black Box, Mr. Az, back in your box. There's no danger to Tottenham here, mate.
Could have gone much better.
Henry assist. And the opponent's down to 10 men. Don't worry, we'll still contrive to fuck it up somehow, mate. It'll be your first ever ChampMan points deduction.
Yeah, decent night. These people could have 3 assists already from Partridge, Zenden and Henry. That's very good going.
Definitely captain assist for Eric Onstad.
Mark Dorney's brilliant memory, that one. Dennis Wise, 2 injury time goals. Do you remember that in season 1 for Leicester?
Yeah. I think I had him as well.
He was getting loads of assists like every other week, wasn't he? He was getting assists from corners and stuff.
Yeah, that's it. He took the corners.
Someone else did it as well. Was that Henry? He scored 2 goals. And Ruud, was it one of them 2 goals in the 90th minute?
Yeah, Henry did it against Watford last season. 2 90th minute goals. Yeah.
Bradford having a goal, I think.
Simple finish, goal.
I don't know how many have got Man City defence, but that might upset a few of them.
I got Jackie back there.
So I've lost Tome clean sheet and I've lost Howie clean sheet. Oh, I missed this game.
Oh, my boy Martin, I mentioned him the other day, Mika Hyde. I expected more from him. He's nabbed an assist on the last week.
Mika Hyde. Look at that, all away teams winning. We bang on about how important it is to be at home in this game.
Are you just ignoring Liverpool? Or?
Well, what I can see on
Go on, where's Dublin? Get it to him.
Simple finish, goal.
Another assist, Lee Hendry this time.
Another popular one. Can he catch Svensson? How far?
Got a return.
Nice one. Villa Taste Champions League.
Our second favourite Villa player of all times, nabbed an assist. Nabbed a goal even.
Who's your favourite?
Martin Larsson.
Martin Larsson. It was very good. Very, very good and underrated.
Yeah, it was. When we
suffered badly with injuries and stuff as well, didn't he?
It's because I play centre half as well for my teams. I've got an appreciation and a bit of a love for centre halves. Aikio growing up was like one of my favourite Villa players for quite a few years, and then Larsson.
My favourite Villa player was Juan Pablo Angel, who somehow managed to miss a penalty against us and score a goal for us, despite playing against us, all inside 10 minutes during a 1-1 draw in the 06-07 season.
He basically had one good season. I've never seen a striker score so many goals by basically shooting down the middle of the goal. Like keepers were diving over it, around it, all sorts. That season where he scored, I think like 18, 19 goals, 3/4 of them easily went straight down the middle of the goal, and somehow they kept going in. He wasn't particularly. I can't say he weren't clinical because they went in, but you expect strikers to find a corner and stuff, don't you? He never found a corner once. They just all went down the middle. But he was good for that one, maybe 2 seasons.
I wasn't a big fan of him, to be honest. Graham S says, I interviewed Martin Larsson when I was on work experience in my local paper. Nice fella.
Yeah, he's a likeable guy.
Renarid 9 says, I was at that Villa game. Callum Davenport sent off. Yes, that's correct. Gareth Barry scored a brilliant equaliser for Villa. He's too young for this, isn't he, Gareth Barry? No, he's not. He's in the Villa team.
Left back. Yeah, left back. He broke through really young. He was 99, I think, 98, 99. He started playing for us. He was in the back three with Southgate and Ekiog for a couple of years.
He was young. Does he record outfield appearances in the Prem?
I think he did. Yeah, I think. Someone will definitely correct that if that's wrong, but he's right up there at the end. I think so. I'm sure when he was at West Brom, he overtook it, I think.
We popped up in a quiz today. I got tagged in. Me and Ian's got tagged in a quiz today on 442. They've linked up to a Sporkle quiz. It's 62 players that played for England in the noughties. Yeah, 62 players that made at least 10 caps for England in the noughties, and obviously he's one of them. So there's that floating around.
In the noughties, 62 players. We've got a goal.
Oh,
Chelsea have 2.
Oh, I took him out.
Look at that. Ida Johnson, another return for James.
I took him out, James, for Everson.
Stupid, didn't you?
Yeah, very smart.
Didn't seem like a fun pick, did he? Good Johnson.
Second assist for Zenden as well. Who I did look at. He was one of a number of players I looked at, because once I bought Phillips in for Ruud, I've obviously left about 3 million in the bank. I just didn't know where to spend it. I was looking at him. I was looking at Simon Davis at Tottenham as well, were the two I was looking at.
I've always felt this game's had a left-sided bias compared to right side. It's never really been proven. And obviously, people like Svensson this year are proving that right-sided players do well. But look at tonight: Hendry something, Tikhonov something, Partridge something, Zenden 2 assists, good Gardner. It's all left side, isn't it, tonight?
Literally, just absolutely guaranteed that the next scorer is going to be a right back. Just absolutely guaranteed it, mate. Get someone in the work. Start clipping this clip already.
Gary Neville.
Gary Kelly.
One of my mates is captain Danny Mills tonight, so it'd be nice if it's him.
That's class.
Just because Danny Mills has been
good.
Oh, Danny Mills has been a bit of a running joke for us. I won't bore you with the details, but just as
please don't.
As an emotional and fitting tribute, in the last week, he's captain Danny Mills. So love him to get something.
Who's captain Danny Mills? You have?
No, just one of my mates. One of my mates captains him.
I don't know what to say to that. It's emotional.
It is, yeah. So just game week 38 emotions take over, and you do things like that.
Game week 38 should really be the least emotional week of fantasy play. I think most of us have completely missed our targets and don't give a shit anymore, is the reality.
Who is the worst captain? I don't know if anyone in the chat's got a particularly random captain.
Go on and chat. Let's hear them. Random captains. I love this bit because people will still put like, yeah, Phillips, Heskey, the random shit, like that, the Danny Mills stuff. Let us know if you got anything like that. We'll keep an eye out for these guys. Someone's going to put Delaney, aren't they? That'd be a good one.
So I've got Rebrov in my 2% team. I think he just about counts as random. His ownership's only about 1.4% or something.
The sisters, Andy Martin has Arca captain. I would call that predictable. Bilal's gone Rebrov captain. Addy Tor's gone Everson. FPL Cobbler's gone captain Birdseye. Who's captain Birdseye? Why don't I know that?
Go on, yeah.
Chance for Blackburn. Oh, it's Marcus Bent. Go. No Janssen.
Can someone ban Darren Malloy from the chat, please? We won't have that language being used in here, please.
There you go.
It's not been filtered out. Disgusting.
Bent against Clapham. Pays off straight away. Another left-sided assist.
I've actually got the facility to get rid of someone in here. I wonder. I could report it. Khalid says Svensson and Rand. I'm going to say no, actually. I'd love to give a shout out to FPL Cobbler, by the way. He's been doing a sterling work for a competition for our patrons, actually, a goal scorer ChampMan FPL competition, which Adam English is going to win. He's got a 4-goal advantage, which is the equivalent of Luke's 200-point advantage or whatever he's got in first in the real game. But shout out to those guys.
Yeah, definitely. Cheers, Cobbler. I've really enjoyed that. I've shouted that out on previous streams, but yeah, it's been really good. That.
Well, it could be injury to Boateng again. It is injury to Boateng.
Aye. Double trouble.
More left-sided returns. Damien Duff, now Lee Hendry. Just have a team of left wingers and you're laughing.
I love the fact that you've worked this out now. 114 weeks in.
I can't believe I didn't get George Boateng. That's like my favourite Villa player in this era.
I've had Boateng. With the Villa midfielders, I've had Hendry for quite a while now. It's obviously been good. But I've always had it wrong with them. Boateng, I've had it the wrong periods. Hadji, I had for a while. Wrong periods. Always seem to get it wrong. The official Fancy ChampMan account is saying, heard second pick place forgot to send his pick for this week before the stream. That's probably for our competition. I presume that's FPL Panda is running that account, would be my guess, which he's probably forgot. We all just meant to assume we know who you are, Rob. We all know you're a Panda, mate.
Ooh, injury.
Darren says, please don't ban. I want to witness Spurs going down. 1, that's not going to happen. 2, you've had the warning. That's okay. Don't do it again.
Some good news there, 3-1 with Liverpool midfielders have just done an injury. Gerrard's gone off, and I think their only midfielder on the bench has come on, so that should mean guaranteed 90 minutes now for all the other ones. So
Danny Murphy should get 90 minutes for me there then.
Yeah, I think it's nailed now. They can't, unless there's an injury, I don't think they've got another mid. I suppose they could, in theory, move Reister into midfield, but I don't think they will. So yeah, good for Partridge.
Canberra.
First attack since that early Rickard chance, isn't it, for them?
How's Rob Earnshaw got in the team ahead of Alan Boxit?
The old classic rep bump.
Dan, I went with Svensson this week. I was a bit short of choices had come around to game week 38. I saved Henry for ages, and then I picked him and he got left out, didn't he? They had someone terrible at home, and I should have seen the signs coming for that.
Yeah. I had similar. I saved Van Nistelooy for one of the early double game weeks and he got nothing.
Elliot Lander, pop that one on the Ask James stream, 4 o'clock tomorrow, mate. Cheers.
Can't answer it now. Definitely favourite Berbatov out of all them as a favourite.
I've got to be Kane above it, mate. But I did love Burbs.
I think when you're a fan of a different club and you witness it from the outside, I think you just have different opinions, don't you? He's just too nice to watch, wasn't he, Berbatov?
Loved him. So good. I think even I regularly come across United fans saying now, looking back on it, he was better than I thought he was. I think a lot of that was they had Rooney and Ronaldo at the same time, right? So
yeah,
forget about the impact that he also had for them. Lazy bastard, but my God, he could play.
They probably also realise now it's not actually easy to win the league, and he was in league-winning teams.
It's funny, like late United, because I didn't rate Van Persie. Obviously, Van Persie is really good, but I wasn't expecting him to go to United and do what he did. I didn't expect him to score that many goals for him when he went there.
No, for Arsenal fans.
He took me by surprise a bit with how good he was. Most memorable for that one game against Villa when he scored the outrageous volley.
Did he get a trick that day as well?
Yeah.
Monday night, they clinched the title.
Yeah.
There's some way to clinch it, isn't it?
Yeah.
He scored one of my favourite ever Premier League goals, Van Persie, as well. Quite early on at Arsenal, it was a volley against Charlton from the edge of the box that he's virtually volleyed it about shoulder height. Right up, yeah.
I know the one you mean.
I loved him because he'd never just roll it into the net. He'd always whack it in as hard as he could.
He really did it the thing like he meant it. I know what you mean.
Another Zenden assist, 3 assists for Zenden.
Wow.
So you pissing it.
Well, I think we can rule Norwich out. I think. Maybe.
It looked like you had a few super keeper games in your Sims, Martin, Andy Marshall. It's not happening tonight, is it? I don't think he said anything yet.
No, it's not. He's been quite good for real, but yeah, not tonight. Anyone with Zenden's laughing.
Yeah, no one brave enough to captain. I don't know. Winger against wing back. Signs were there, right? Good winger against the wing back. Shame I went for Julio Arca and the same mentality, and don't think he's touched the ball yet, Julio Arca. Has Phillips even made it into the comms in 29 minutes yet?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think any of the popular strikers have. I don't think One Chop's name has been in the comms. Dublin, I don't think, has made the comms. Good Johnson, fucking hell, Chelsea.
4-0.
Took him out.
Okay, that's definitely Norwich ruled out. Second for Ida. I'll take that.
You kept him, so you were sensible, James. I took him. Did you take him out this week, Martin, or last week?
No, or even the week before that, I think.
Yeah, I did it this week.
This isn't even the first time recently I've seen Norwich get battered at home on the last day of the season.
That's true. Come on, Emil.
Aaron Lagle, yes. Another one of my correspondents snuck his way in. Yes, your Foxes are staying up at the moment, but you're down to 10 men. We've got a goal. Tell us, Craig.
Robbie Fowler. I don't know who got the assist. I missed that. Hagan was involved at some point, and Berger. Possibly Berger with the assist, I think.
For a moment there, I felt like that was smooth. No?
People were asking to do like a... If I was good at accents, I'd pretend I'd go around the grounds and do 10 different accents. It'd be 10 different Chris Kamaras or something every time there's a goal. But I'm not good enough at accents.
And there's been a goal at Anfield. Who got the assist? I don't know. I don't know. It's Patrick Berger with the assist.
How's your Brian Beard impression?
Brian, blessed. Not great.
I watch enough, but not anymore because my daughter's a bit older. But I watched enough Peppa Pig back in the day too. Brian Blessed is one of the characters in that. Oh, goal for my 2% ownership team. Go on, Nobby.
Nobby Solano. Told you Blackburn would win.
He's been 5 weeks injured. He's done well there, Solano. He's probably the second most injury-prone player after Michael Owen.
Aaron, Delaney got sent off. He started a fight with someone. And Spurs got a corner, mate, going down. You're not going down because everyone else is losing, mate. Are you supposed? Flowers smothers. Tottenham pushing for the breakthrough. Yeah, Delaney got sent off, and then Benjamin threw him down the tunnel just for jokes as well.
I got a 2-guy assist there as well, to be honest. Go on the boy.
You're not doing well. So only the one shot after 31, drinking shot, not shooting shot. Just the one shot after 31 minutes. I was expecting more, to be honest, yeah.
There's normally more goals in the second half, so we're not doing too bad.
Yeah, but no goals yet. No goals.
A lot of home teams still haven't scored, so that's unusual. So we've got plenty more to come.
Yeah, that's what I used to love that in season 1. People counting how many clean sheets they've got. 55 minutes. Yeah, all right.
Even better when the team finished with one, but their defender got substituted after 58.
Oh, you used to get substituted. It's like Henry was like 3 weeks in 4 or something. He got substituted 59 or something.
Affers. Good honest Peter Affers.
Whatever his name is.
Why is he good and honest?
He gets bonus points every week for not doing anything, basically. So good hard work to get bonus points, they reckon it is, because he never contributes much to the team, but always seems to get bonus points. That'll be a popular goal tonight.
Yeah, that would be a popular goal. That would be a popular goal. If that was real life, he'd be absolutely mobbed there, wouldn't he, scoring on the last day?
Goal at the Riverside! Sorry, just getting warmed up. I think Thomas is in. Hello, Thomas. How you doing, mate?
You haven't got Atherton, have you, Martin? No.
No. I've had him a lot of this season, but I don't have him tonight.
I think if you bench Gronkia as well, just because people's squads were so good after taking big hits, I think he was one of the ones that was left on a few benches tonight, Gronkia.
You're going to get a Man City attack.
Is he playing left wing as well, Gronkia? He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Every left winger in the game's got something. Fucking hell, and Bradford.
Wow.
2 up at City. Didn't have that on your accumulators, did you?
It certainly didn't.
Oh, Mika Hyde again. Let myself down.
What price is he?
6 mil. They priced the whole of Bradford up at 4.5 and him at 6 mil. So they obviously saw something in their pre-season sims that he was capable of something. But I think he's got a hat trick of assists against Arsenal really early on. They ain't done barely anything since until tonight. So it's not justified the price really.
Come on, Danny, knock this into ML. That's a goal.
Yeah, shot time. It's shot time. I've got him.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Nice for him to actually turn up for me. I think I've had him about 6 weeks, Partridge, and he, for some reasons, went missing for about 3 of them and didn't even make the lineup. But yeah, left wing against Watford's amazingly good. Oh, clinical Ashley Ward. I think he was on a.
So what was that? Your watermelon shit?
Yeah, that's me. Watermelon sour. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't mind a bit of watermelon, to be fair.
Knowing me, knowing you. Oh.
I thought he was going to sing Harry Styles rather than ABBA. He's got a watermelon song, hasn't he? Harry Styles.
No, I mean, if you want me to do real ABBA, I can bring the ginger from Sweden into the conversation and really sing if you want.
Save that when he scores in the second half.
I don't think he's going to be scoring here in 2004, mate. He's even born. Just about.
I'm talking about Gary Doherty. I don't know why I'm thinking of him.
I have no idea, mate. Is he from Sweden?
These shots are strong. These shots
You've
are
had
strong.
him there, mate.
And Chelsea's still going for it, 4-0 up.
Yeah. Uncle Johnson hat-trick, here she comes.
No way, after I've stopped taking him out.
How many times are you going to come forward? He's in Ipswich now.
He's going to score it. This is a wonder goal.
Goal of the season, isn't it? That?
Hey, he's just beat 12 players there, mate. That's class. Hat-trick. Oh, do you know what? I've just realised.
You got him.
No, not only that, because the captaincy is not on Phillips. I've got the vice on Johnson. Do you get the half points in this? You do, don't you?
Yeah.
Lovely.
You'll be about 100 game. You'll be 100 overall rank after this.
Someone get hold of that disabled and tell him I'm not giving up on this title. He's got to go to the Riverside and get something.
I told you before we came on, you were getting team of the week with a -4.
Possible. Don't think so.
There's a big goal. Middlesbrough.
Oh, cool.
2 of my clean sheet.
Middlesbrough, clean sheet, wipe out at the Riverside.
What a lockdown for Oncho. Goal conceded and booked on the last game of the season. Assist for Shearer. Anyone that took him out, understandably took him out.
Yeah, I'd say so without fixture.
He's going to outscore Phillips, isn't he, this week? After everyone made that sideways move.
I love that. The Smiths 1986 sold Shearer. How would you type it? Just keep that one quiet, I think. You were right to sell him, I think. So many good home fixtures.
Anyone that sold Shearer, I sold Gudjonsson. 50 times worse.
So that's probably a lot done that pep talk moves. Shearer to Phillips, I should imagine. Probably quite a few.
Yeah, here it comes, maybe.
Oh, and the only left winger that ain't got anything yet.
Billy Hadaway, I think, wants me just to say Delapo, aloy. Is he still with him or is he gone? Bless him.
No, he's there.
He's there, but he doesn't get much of a look in.
Shula Amiyubi.
He gets the odd appearance, doesn't he?
Shula and Sami Amiyubi.
Is he on the bench tonight for Newcastle? No, he's not. Michael Chopra got on the bench though for Newcastle tonight.
Did he? Here comes Phillips. Unmarked.
Goal.
There she is.
Oh.
Super Kevin Phillips. What a machine he is in this.
Talisman, what's that, 26?
Why do you think now the big clubs in this, with respect to the Mackhams, have gone and tried to buy him?
He ends up at Arsenal quite a lot if you play the game yourself.
Yeah, I said big clubs, mate.
That's why I said it. I was waiting for the. I teed you up for that one.
Yeah, I'm ready. Says the guy who's like, hope my team stay up.
I don't think I've ever played a game where Phillips has been this good over 3 seasons. What's he scored? He must be getting on for like 70 goals over the 3 seasons.
Cap said he saw a sim where he went to Leeds.
Yeah, that happens as well. Arsenal normally do sign better strikers, go with Henry than Andy Johnson, to be fair. They're usually quite good at signing decent second striker.
Yeah, they quite often sign Boxic or Phillips or someone from abroad like Marco Di Vaio or something.
We've been quite lucky in a way because Shearer goes to Celtic quite a lot. That hasn't happened. Shearer
goes to Villa quite a lot as well. That's not happened.
Is that what we're doing for the regen next year? We're doing ChampMan SPFL. We're going up north, Celtic v Rangers.
Scottish fantasy version.
Go on, Dion. Oh.
Pushed away by Lexo.
What's going on? That's a strange bit.
Hendry into Angel. Goal for Villa. Another Hendry assist.
Go.
Hendry and Zenden.
That's Villa wrapped up 4th as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Europe beckons.
They can go above Leeds, I think, if Leeds lose. Yeah, it just pops up there. Leeds have to lose, though.
Oh, that table's live, isn't it? Live league table. Yeah, the goal difference is wildly different, isn't it?
Leeds look fairly nailed for second on that number. I don't know what mess they've made in the last couple of game weeks, but to be that far behind Chelsea and in danger of finishing 4th, they've had a right slump. Criminal with that squad if that finishes 4th, isn't it, with all the signings they've made. I think it's arguable their team is better than Man United's, like man for man in the first 11.
I thought you were going to say that just as Man United scored against them then.
I'm quietly sitting here with double Leeds defensive here, mate. Hold up. Luke's quaking. He's begging for that United goal now.
Plenty of time. Goal.
Bartez couldn't gather it cleanly. Those are words I've never seen before on this stream, honestly.
I saw a bit of one of those Gary Neville, one of those things he hosted when he had a guest on to talk for all the old games. He had Paul. I saw one with Paul Scholes, not Goggle Box, whatever those things were called.
Gary Neville's Soccer Box.
That's the one, Soccer Box. And they had Paul Scholes on there for one against Newcastle, and Barthez he's kicked the ball straight to Shola Amiobi, like under no pressure at all for one of them. Man United won 6-2. That I was actually watching that a couple of hours ago. It was just on in the background.
They were 6-1 up at the time. I was watching that in the bank, which is now William Hill on Tottenham High Road. Bit of useless info for you.
I think that was just showing it for the Scholes hat trick. I think that's why they picked it.
Here comes the boy.
He's not.
Jansen sent it wide.
He's not scoring. He's not scoring.
I feel like the prick teasing on this is even worse, actually, with the commentary. Did it ever get left with like an Henry's left with a simple finish, and then did you used to have that on the game properly? Henry's left with a simple finish, and then it go blank, and then it would be like Winterburn takes a throw in.
I think it depends.
I don't know why I thought Winterburn, but you know what I'm saying.
It depends what mood captain's in. Sometimes he'll throw in like commentary that's not actually from the game just to wind us up a bit extra. But...
hard tonight, really, isn't it? Because there's not that one player. if you know that 90% of the game are captain the same person, then it's easier to throw some made up comms in about them.
The Smiths, yes, I have been in the Beavertown Brewery, yeah.
Coventry
every other week.
Paul Telfer against the runner play.
Yeah,
Coventry have equalised.
It's inevitable that Arsenal are trying to ruin my fucking evening, basically.
Right on our time.
At least it's not Mike Newell who assisted. That would be really weird. One of the few Englishmen with a Champions League hat-trick to his name, Mike Newell.
Oh, one-shot goal.
Well, I saw that go like blue and white again. I looked over and what's going on here?
1 shot, 1 goal for the premium strikers, right? Apart from the ones I've got.
1 shot, 1 goal.
That's one thing. That's a goal for my team.
It's a shot. You're beating me here, Martin, I think. I've got Lee Hendry, though.
Oh, he's got a hat-trick of assists. Yeah, surely you're in front.
Yeah, but you've got a captain goal.
Chelsea ain't going to score again.
I've got 6.
Oh, that's all right. I took him out of my team as well with Good Johnson.
Norwich are dejected.
We said we hadn't seen a 7 yet. Didn't think it would come in that game.
That's going to be the 7-6. 7-6 Norwich, mate. Nicky Butt assist. Come on, Spurs. Stop pissing about now. Send him off. Send him off.
No, JB. He's a good man.
Pen.
Send him off. Henry the Spurs.
Is that Everson? Everson on Pen?
Let Lily take it. I know he's sub, but let him.
I don't know.
Davis went down with the faintest of touches. Yeah, we cheated. So what? Get over it. Move on with your life. It's Redbroth. Flowers is having a word with Redbroth. He said, "Can you get me roses?" Deep breath. He steps up. Yes, get in.
I really thought that was.
Oh, you Spurs. Aaron Lagle, you're going down, lads.
They responded to the news from Highfield Road. That's half time.
A lot of goals.
There's a lot of goals. Right, catch up on my 1 shot. Cheers, 1 shot.
What's the record? 30 odd in a single game week. 38,
What,
something like that.
goals?
Yeah.
Got to be well in excess of 30. Surely we've had over 40 before in a game week. We must have.
42 is the record.
We're on 24 at half time.
How quick was captain there? Bloody hell, mate. You're right.
It's because we ask him every week and then just forget.
Yeah,
Oh, is it one of them? He's putting it in the chat every week. He's sitting there going, "Fucking hell again, lads."
Yeah, honestly, that is it.
Yeah, big night, 24.
Half time. We did a classified, but that's all been binned now, hasn't it? The classified.
Spurs are now sat 16th. What's the drama?
Aaron, tell me, why haven't they sacked Brendan Rodgers yet, mate? What is going on? That's the word on the street, isn't it? They're giving him the Forest game.
They're probably waiting for him to win a game, isn't they, second?
Well,
it's good for the neutral, though. Like you said.
Yeah, no, I don't want them to sack him. Great. I can't wait for that Forest game next Monday, mate. It's going to be about 5-3.
I've got Maddison and Henderson in Sky, so fuck knows what's going to happen with that. I'm going to get.
The thing is, though, if they get turned over at home by Forest, like it's going to go south with the home crowd there as well, then, isn't it?
Yeah. I can see it though. I don't think I know Forest have been bad so far, but I kind of feel like it could turn at any moment because like Cooper's good. But,
Yes, it feels like when with Forest and all those new players, it feels like it'll come good eventually. It's just when.
They need a third man in midfield, or they're going to keep being in trouble. I see Andy Teachmode saying he's asking you lads if you're going to play a game with 39 next year. Before they answer that, I'm going to say, Andy, do you want to swap places? Because I don't think I'm going to be making it, mate. I'm crippled from that tackle in the last minute. It's still bad. So I might do the comms, mate, if you want to play. But although I can't run, you won't be as good as me, mate. That's what I heard on the street. You going to play, lads?
I could do. I haven't played competitive football for about 5 years now, but
it ain't competitive, mate. It's
interesting. I'm always up for a social and a kickabout, so I couldn't rule it out.
Good man. Someone tag Ash FPL hints. What about you, Craig?
Yeah,
Mind you, are you going to be north or south?
I'll definitely be south. Both of us will be south. I haven't missed the Sunday League season for like 30 years. I think I've played every season since I was 8.
Oh, you're signed, mate. Sorry, Martin, you can be first up. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, Craig still plays competitively, so he's ahead of me, definitely.
Kind of a bit of a Thiago Silva these days, stand around at centre half in a back 3 pointing. That's about my involvement these days, but I'm still hanging on.
Aaron Lagle, you cannot play in game at 39 next year, mate. You're too handsome. It's simple as that, mate. I saw you as well. This is going to write pretty much. Everyone's going to look. I saw you change your profile picture, topless now as well. Oh, yeah, I saw that. No one wants me to do that. Oh, thanks, Andy. The Spurs PLO.
You can do it. Modric is still doing it, James.
Thank you, mate. I think that's the first thing Andy's ever said nice to me, actually. That's sweet.
Yeah, just watch the Modric videos before the game and you'll be fine. What he does.
First thing, he's better looking than me, which is an issue in itself. He's also about 5 stone thinner than me. He's got 2 good feet. That's also an issue. I wonder. I just had Aaron's pissing himself. How long before he changes that profile picture now?
AD Tour, is the meetup still going on? It's been discussed today, to be honest. I don't think we've got a definitive answer to that yet. But, it impacts.
So there's rail strikes on the 8th. I've got a ticket for Brighton away. It's not in my house yet, but I've got a ticket for Brighton away. That's the fixture that will be most in danger, for the same reason Brighton and Palace originally was in danger. I think it'll be fine. The word today is that Brighton will still be preparing for the game to go ahead. But I don't know, for example, our captain and that is going to get to London is part of the issue. If Brighton Tottenham's postponed, I'll go instead. I'll cover your cap.
That'd be good. Yeah, I think if you're not going to stay overnight, then it's a bit of an issue, isn't it? But
I think by all accounts, the Sunday will be fine for people to get back home if they stay over, won't it? And I'm sure they can get down.
You've got to get there in the first place, though, haven't you, as well? Depends where you're coming from. So keep an eye on the comms is what I would suggest to people in seriousness, and stop fretting about games getting postponed. Like, honestly, yeah, maybe Brighton Tottenham is a small bit of danger. Stop fretting about that nonsense. Doing my brain in. I'm tagged all the time. Some local paper said it's going to be off. Stop it. I just need to mute these people, don't I? I'm too kind.
I love when you have your little moans. My favourite one is when you put your Sky tweet out and people ask FPL questions.
Oh yeah, mate. Literally use the hashtag SkyFF, write Sky Fantasy Football, make sure the Sky Fantasy Football logo is in the picture of the player that I tweet out, and still the first question back will be, when shall I fucking wild card, or shall I take a -4? I'm like, oh my god.
I love it when Such will still read one out that slips through the net.
He does it on purpose. No, he does it on purpose. He knows he really does get my boat up. My boat up? My back up even.
Deadline streams are good for the benching dilemmas. The first question, and that's always, would you play X or Y? It's the first 2 people in the benching dilemmas list.
Yeah. That one I'm immune to. I mean, I could live with the stupidity on YouTube a little bit more, I think.
You need to
on Twitter, I feel like to respond to that tweet, you have to have read the tweet. I can understand people are lazy and they don't look at the graphics on YouTube, but yeah, that's why that one really annoys me, Martin. Yeah.
You need to get your wallet out, Craig. Then you can watch the team news stream instead of the deadline stream. And then,
oh, Well said, Martin.
To be fair, I've got time to squeeze some extra pods in. My extra pod, this is a really daft comment. It may come across as a really daft comment, but I think I'll get over engaged if I listen to your stuff, James, and it will just engage another like 9 hours of my week. I don't think I could just listen to one thing. I think I'd listen to all of them.
Have you got another half?
Yeah.
You spend more time with me, I'll get you unengaged, mate. Like, so.
That's my one concern for joining, that there's just going to be too much. I'm going to want to listen to all of it and then get more.
Oh, yeah. Aaron said a good one in the chat as well. When people put their whole teams in, there's a limited amount of you can put in the chat, right? And people put their whole I get to about, I see 2 plan, not reading that. So on, next one. Yeah, I like that one as well. Yeah, Darren Malloy, who shall I bench Sky next week? Sorry, Craig, go on, mate.
I say, yeah, I've seen people before say, I want to take a -8 this week. Which of these 5 options do you think's the best for this -8? And
there's always ones like that, isn't it? It's like option A, 3 players for the exchange for 4 players -8, or option B. And then when I've reread it for about the 4th time and got my head around it, literally, you could have probably just put one name there and would have been able to definitive whether yes or no, do it or don't do it. Good fun though. I do love it.
It is good. No, I love it. Gets me through the working day. Listening to your stuff, I like because you just talk about sometimes because you just talk about football as well. It's not always FPL.
I can't talk about FPL at all. FPL just gets added on every now and again. Jordan Williams, that is Perisic nailed. Okay, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, Perisic nailed. When's Doherty again?
Fuck knows. It's like every time I come home, I wonder if the locks will be changed yet. You know, I'm never certain if the lock's going to be the same or if it's going to be different, mate. That's another good one. Slides in the DM. Just send you a picture of their team. Thoughts. I thought so. I've got no time for this, mate. Next. I feel like DMs and Twitter really need the left or the right. Which way do you swipe if you like a girl? Which way? You need that. I need to physically say to them, I don't want your shit. Get off. Billy Hadaway. Yes, Eric Dyer over Ben Davis, mate. That's an obvious one. Jack Bones has said the same. David Strong, we are having a wonderful night. I'm really enjoying this, actually.
Yeah. It's almost the end of half time. I did think, maybe we should spend half time doing some thank yous, but we've nearly pissed it away now. We'll do them at the end.
Fuck them. It's not like people do any great free work for this community or anything. Fuck them, mate.
We do it. We should maybe we should like cheers someone every time a goal goes in or something like that. Maybe.
I think the first would be to shout out you guys, by the way.
Nah.
All right, fuck you.
What we meant to say? Yeah, go on, James. Big us up. Yeah.
No, you're not as good as the 2 pricks that were on in season 2, but yeah, not bad. No, you've done great, guys.
It's been great fun, to be fair. It's been it's been good to it's not just been us every week this time. So yeah, everybody else that's come on as well, I've had great fun. I think I've done it with everybody apart from Deakin. I think that's the only person I haven't done it with that's done it this year. But yeah, it's been great fun.
I haven't done it with Darren. Don't know if that counts.
Well, you do it with Darren every week.
Darren.
Yeah, what did you call him?
That's what I called him.
Oh, I thought you said something else then, mate. Don't know if it counts or definitely mispronounced that, mate.
It is good. What we got on about 10 people, do you reckon, Martin? I think this season, probably.
Yeah, we've had quite a few different people this year. It's been good fun, yeah.
I don't think me and you could have done an Irons and Mode, I don't think, and done 38 weeks of just me and you. I think that would have been...
Yeah, fair play to them for doing that for 38 weeks. I realise now that was some effort.
Yeah, similarly, when I started, this is a great idea.
Yeah, I suppose you did them all. Did you?
Then you've realised you put 38 weeks into it times 3 hours.
Yeah.
Times prep. Oh shit, that's a lot of hours I've committed actually.
I came to it a bit late in season 1. Did you do all 38 weeks or did it like come later on?
No, yeah, I did all of them, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, there was a couple of extras as well. There was a couple of double games where we had like 4 or 5 games like the next day. So I did like the 2 nights and stuff as well, which admittedly was in COVID period and everything. There was no football or anything. It was easier then. But yeah, I think there was 40, I think, in total, I think.
Yeah, incredible.
You're up there with your Sims though, Martin. You're near 100, aren't you, I think?
Yeah, so I did all season 2 and season 3. So that was 76 consecutive previews. Yeah.
Yeah, nuts.
Yeah, it's weird how it's all changed. In season 2, obviously, we were all locked down, and I used to just record it while Strictly Come Dancing was on because we couldn't go out and all that sort of shit. But yeah.
It's great the way it's evolved. Just reading Billy's comment, like originally it was just me in the chat, just me like this with nothing, just empty. Even said when I started, don't expect graphics. It was the old clip. I think it was Greyhead cut it out, wasn't it? You'll never get graphics here. Then Captain's DMing me and going, I think I can help you with that, mate. And
yeah,
it just spilled from there to what I'm in the setup now. But Cap does. It's seamless and brilliant, isn't it?
It took me a good while to realize there even was a stream. One of my mates just messaged me because we were playing it together, and I just followed it on Twitter. I didn't really realize there was a stream. And he was like, "If you've seen this guy on YouTube, this London guy on YouTube, like calling it like it's Soccer Saturday, it's funny." I was like,
how did he tell that I was from London? Was it obvious?
Yeah, not too many giveaways.
Shout out as well what Stephen Hamilton's saying. Mr. James Alapran and the spreadsheets back in the day. Them things, great.
Yeah, I still got screenshots of those.
Mark Dolney, I can't remember the music episode. Lies. Once you've got one copyright strike, Mark, you might as well have shitloads, right? James, why don't you turn the super chat on? If I ever want to play some music, it doesn't matter, does it? Yes, here. Clap from Pep Talk to Captain.
Yeah, amazing.
On the graphics. Cal says, love the sheets, love that you cancel your transfer.
Could you?
Yeah. Yeah, it was, you could do what you wanted with it. It was just whatever it was when the deadline hit. Was what it was. It was great.
Come on, Emil.
Bruno.
Who's the player that sort of most like sticks in your memory from those spreadsheet days? Like McFell was the one for me. It was like in my team pretty much every week, I think, for a goal.
Oh wow, Watford have scored. That's probably good news for Liverpool assets because they'll keep going now.
That's yeah, he's not great for dickhead sitting here with Sammy Hippier captain, mate. Thank you.
No, that's not so good. He's in my team as well, to be fair. But yeah, hopefully Liverpool will keep pressing.
Players that stuck out in season 1.
It's Staunton from the start, isn't it? Probably. And Grabby.
God, Grabby, yeah.
Oh, Grabby. God, I persisted with him too long. Yeah.
I still think, in all honesty, the first player that comes to mind is still Viduka, actually, I think. Partly because Andy Martin can't say his name, but also because of his exploits in front of goal.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the right random as well. That Stolster's guy for Fulham was quite random, wasn't he? Because
Stolster's was good, yeah. I was determined that Hasselbank was going to turn it all around in season 1. Held him for too long.
That's a great shout. Michael Smith Fester on the penalties.
Yeah, every fucking week.
Great shout.
Every season there's that one defender I refuse to own who just constantly gets points all the time.
Yeah. Johnson the postman and Dean Gordon.
Don't think I own Johnson either.
Johnson, I don't think he ever went for me. I don't think, maybe right at the end with doubles and stuff.
Into the tar post. Goal.
Woolwich have scored, which is good news for Aaron Lagot.
Groans in the away end as Arsenal take the lead.
Goal on assist for Tickenoff. What is Henry doing? Has he not scored? Running against John Fitzgerald.
It's been trolling for 3 years. Why stop now, mate? Jerry Ferry. Yeah, Jerry Taggart and Dennis Wise, FPL Panic says we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, Leicester were good in season 1. Sturridge was really good as well, like early doors.
I can't even remember how the Mark Viduka song went. How did it go? I don't know. What am I going to get someone to put in the chat and tell me how the song went? What was it to? I can't remember. Oh, hallelujah. Captain's got it, yeah. Mark Viduka. Yeah, I got it. I ain't doing it though.
Horizon season 1. Yeah. I mean, man of the match every week.
Yeah. That's 9 rating every week, wasn't it? Captain, what's the biggest away win since we've been doing this? Because Chelsea's 6-0's got to be close, isn't it?
It's got to be. So I think Ipswich put 6 past Watford this season.
Away though.
Away, yeah, that was away. Yeah.
I always felt like when I played the game originally, you'd be like 5-0 up at half time, and it was like a guarantee you weren't getting 10. It would finish like, if you were going to get like 9 or 10, you had to be like 8 or 9 up at like half time. That's how it always felt. So Bramble 70-yarder, Andy Martin, what a shout.
Yeah, it's a header as well, wasn't it?
Not from 70 yards, it was.
I think it was.
No, it was not. He scored from the halfway line. It was not a header.
I reckon it was a header.
No way, mate. I know this game can be a bit out there, but Mark Viduka. Mark Viduka. You got the assist?
Ian Hart, I think.
Ian Hart.
Well, he always gets something when he plays.
Yeah.
Next Reading boy. Well done, Ian.
Ian Hart.
That now means my 2 striker transfers have yielded no goals in and 4 goals out now. For a -8.
Banging, mate.
Yeah. Could have finished top 50 if I'd have left it. Ricard.
Spilled it. Miller.
The striker hasn't scored yet, is he, Ricard?
Zippy
Paid a goal for Borough.
Goal.
He's been shit this year compared to last year. 12 attacking return for Zapata, really?
Yeah, it's not bad.
When did he get the other 11?
I love that. He's been shit. Oh, we got Trove.
I literally remember him doing nothing. I've done a fair share of these, and I don't remember him doing anything on any of them.
There's a lot of people in double-figure assists, like really, a really high amount, I would say. That's probably why he's felt underwhelming.
The guy marking Henry's just gone off.
Knowing Henry will just follow him off, mate.
Coventry gonna level it up.
Having a go, aren't they? Hold a bit.
Great challenge.
You'll get all the assists in a sec, Martin. Next flip over.
Captain saying we've had a few 6-0s, but for home teams. So are you saying, Cap, that this Chelsea is the biggest away win we've had? If it stays like that.
Graverson's another one. When did Graverson get 10 assists?
Ambassadors, 9.
David H, no, we can't hear you, mate. Goal.
Oh,
for Watford.
Heck-off, I think. 3-2. What a game that is. Yeah, Atkinson's having a shitter.
it's just whether Fowler or Heskey goes off throw in a minute.
Not sure who got the assist for that one. No one cares. Anyone's only got Petkoff, haven't they?
Harrison.
Does Captain always put Viduka up on the graphics with a J?
No.
He's done it just to wind Andy Martin up this week.
No, he likes to improvise. Sometimes he'll he'll nip in and yeah, edit the commentary.
He's really clever, that one. ChampMan tips. Yep, you've been ignored all that too, David. It's not intentional, guys. I'll just slick over every now and again.
Yeah, the chat's been busy tonight, to be fair.
Captain saying Borough beat Leicester 5-1 away last year. Can't see anything bigger. Feel like Leeds got a 6 in season 1, no Cap. When Viduka got forward, they win like 6-1 at Southampton or something. Might be my mind's gone.
They definitely
for years.
They put 5 past Fulham away season 1 for definite. Because that was when the game, we just started to try and work out how big home advantage was. And then the next week, he went and scored a hat-trick away.
Yeah, 5-1 at Fulham. Can confirm for ChampMan tips. Yep, you've been banned. Can't see your comments, mate.
Yeah, can't see it.
We're only joking. We're sorry. It's not personal. Did Dublin go off? Nihal's saying Dublin off. I didn't notice that happened. I don't know. I didn't notice if it happened. Oh, look, they're all saying it. Dublin off, Dion single. We're clearly paying loads of attention. Everyone's saying Dublin off, Craig. Sorry, mate.
1 point double to 2. There you go.
Go on, 2 guy. Oh, I thought he was going to score then. It's amazing that he made it to the end of season 3, though.
Is he retired as well, Dublin? All saying that's it. Standing ovation, retired. We literally paid this. You paid this man no fucking respect at all, Craig. It's very disrespectful, man.
I did have him freeze. One of my most annoying parts of this game was in season 2. I captained him, and he scored a hat trick. And the most popular captain that week was Thierry Henry, who got a hat trick and an assist in the same game week. So I couldn't celebrate my Dublin hat trick because Henry captain has still got more points that week. But at least I had him captain for his hat trick.
Manuel Petit off for Chelsea, who have taken their foot off the gas somewhat. And I'm going to tell you now, are guaranteed not to score again.
I saw someone say it's his birthday today, Petit. I was going to take an extra hit to get him in because it was his birthday.
Cal says, absolutely hate Janssen. Fell for it for 3 years now.
Go on.
Everson. No.
I've got to get one striker goal tonight, surely. Come on, Everson.
We take the 1-0.
1-0 pen against 10 men for 85.
we take it. We ain't bothered, mate. We ain't bothered.
Start again next year.
Not sure.
Yes, Petit has gone off after McCain. Lampard on.
Sibon must be playing central midfield for Sunderland, which is unusual. Weird one, that sub.
Aaron Lagos says, I played football with Dion's brother, Clem. Sharing him with as a 17-year-old wasn't a great experience. Do you want to tell us about some good experiences, Aaron, like the time you changed your Twitter profile to a topless picture of yourself? Is that where you got the self-esteem from, that time in the shower? Well, if he can do it. It's all good, Azza. Don't worry about it, mate.
FPL News is on the same wavelength as you, James. Can't imagine he felt great seeing that chest.
Yeah, exactly that. You ever seen the Gaza story about Les Ferdinand at Euro 96?
No, not sure exactly that one.
I
don't know if I'm going to get banned or. It's brilliant. I don't really want to tell it because it's much better if you hear the story from Les Ferdinand. Most people will know the story. Basically, there was a bit of a ritual before games. Gaza thought was quite lucky to touch something before he went and played football for England. And it got to by the time it got to the semi-final, Les just used to take his pants out and say, "Get on with it, guys," basically.
Go, Rob Earnshaw.
Goal at the Riverside, motherfuckers. Fourth goal for Earnshaw in 8 starts, which is why they bought him. Party time. Ronkia assist.
Colin Murphy's been teasing the air.
Would have been a great goal if it went in. Apparently.
Like most strikes at goal, really. The greatest striker in the world's birthday today. Who's that? The OG Ronaldo?
Yeah, I'd say.
My guess.
Really? Manchester United's third choice, number 9. Is that what we're talking about?
No, the OG Ronaldo said.
Oh, it was in Brazilian. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
It's funny how the highest team he's held in, bearing in mind he was. I suppose his longevity was okay, but he wasn't around all that long.
Yeah, but it was incredible.
It was ridiculous. When he was fit, he won the World Cup. That was it.
He was also, remember when he started, was before the likes of Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo and that. And never seen a football like original R9, mate. No one had seen that. It's ridiculous. And it was at a time when we just began to get the exposure of Italian and Spanish football in this country and stuff as well. Wow. Phenomenal. Him and Van Basten before him were very different strikers. Both lost so much of their careers due to injuries and stuff, and still for the two of them would be right up there as good as I've seen for different reasons.
Yeah, Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo would be one of my favourite players of all time. I think I was just the right age to love him as well.
The Barca.
Yeah, for Barca, and then World Cup '98, and then
Inter.
Yeah, the Inter Milan didn't all go his way, but then he comes back and wins the World Cup in 2002. Like, just incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, he did have the story to go with it.
Larson's gone off there, just about made 60 minutes for people at Gashed, Martin, isn't it?
What's that? Sorry,
Eric Larsson just went off.
Oh yeah, I did have Larsson. Yeah. No armband on him though. So.
Oh, that's a relief. I just managed to lock in my 1 point from Steve Howie before he went off.
Batistuta is my favourite all-time striker. I'm not saying he's the best.
Another great striker.
Yeah, he's my favourite. I think it was just something about the hair and stuff as well, growing up.
When he fucking hit the thing.
I think it's
a bit like Van Persie. He used to have very different technically, but he used to hit the thing. So same sort of thing.
He had long hair. He played in a purple kit. All that sort of factors, which was quite unusual for that time. There weren't many purple kits around, were there? Just everything of just a bit of a bit different.
Super striker. Deadly.
He had the story as well, didn't he? Like with Football Italia on Channel 4, like when he went to Roma, it's like, please go there and win the league. And he did.
I asked my mum for Christmas to get me an Argentina shirt with Batistuta on the back. So she went down JD Sports and done it, got it all printed on the back and everything, then got the Premier League badge put on the arm of the shirt.
Fucking brilliant, mate. That's class.
Argentina shirt, name, number, everything, then my fucking Premier League thing on the arm.
I love that. Brilliant.
Even worse, I don't know what the person in JD Sports was doing, putting it on. They must have known it was an international shirt.
Oh, you'd be amazed, mate.
You'd
be amazed at
some. Give them money, they'll do whatever you tell them to do if they're going to pay for it.
You'd be amazed how little intelligence people have, even in the industries they work in, like that. FPL Skipper says Owen was my favourite. Injuries aside, would have broken PL and England goal records. I think the thing with Michael was he was so heavily reliant on pace. Whereas Ronaldo had the real quality to go with the power and the pace. Owen was, in hindsight, when you think back on it, was always someone who, if he had injuries, was going to break down earlier, I think. Great finisher, brilliant movement, but that pace was electrifying. And yes, he does chat shit on the TV. He's terrible. Stephen Hamilton, yes, Ronaldinho, but I don't think he's comparable to the others. Like, we all loved him, but it's not comparable as a footballer to, I think, the strikers that we're talking about. Hakan Suka, says Billy Hadaway. It's not important, mate, because Everson and Redbroth are doing the business at the moment.
Uh-oh.
Go on, Jersey. Made me think of Danny Ward, that. No, Hakan Suka, Billy, I would not put in the level of them others. Very good goal scorer, but I wouldn't put him anywhere near them. Sheva's worth putting in there. Shevchenko, yeah.
I mean, there's many anymore, is there? You look at like the peak sort of time, late 90s, how many, say, superstar world strikers there were in world football, isn't compared to now, there's barely any, right?
Well, Ronaldo and Messi have changed the game. We've got so many people like Salah now, who obviously play wide and that, and will still hit the numbers of great number 9s. Fowler has scored again for Liverpool. I take it that's a Partridge assist, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's 2 Partridge assists and a pear tree.
2 for him. Brace for Fowler. That's 2 goals and an assist for Fowler, I think.
I'm only going to read these that I agree with that deserve to be kind of put in the elite category. George Weah, yes, was phenomenal for a few years. Baggio I wouldn't class as a 9, but it's worthy of discussion. Liked Crespo, but I wouldn't put him with top boys. Eric Onstad, Jean-Pierre Papin, yeah, was one of the first foreign overseas forwards I really admired, but I wouldn't put him at the top tier.
I think some of these was just like, because we had less coverage, like Hakan Suker, for example, like you'd watch like Champions League highlights on a Wednesday night or whatever, and that was all you'd see of him. And because he always scored goals for Galatasaray, you think, oh, this guy's mustard. Like, there just wasn't the same information, the same coverage. So you'd have players that would be highly rated because you didn't see very much of them. I think is a difference as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if it wasn't like who was the Ajax star striker of sort of mid to late 90s. How good actually were they?
We're talking about like Kluivert and stuff, or?
Yeah, I was probably thinking a bit before him, but yeah, I guess he comes into it. Like 95, 96 sort of Ajax time.
Oh, some bloody names getting thrown out here. Sorry, we're not going to cover all these guys. There's some great names getting thrown in the chat.
Jardel was a good example, because he seemed to score like 30, 40 goals every year for about 5-6 years, Jardel, didn't he?
Poyet on for Simon Davis. That'll affect a few, I guess. Jurgen Klinsmann was certainly not rubbish. Motley Barnett's top tier, mate.
Graham's going Drogba. He's my favourite in terms of favourite Premier League striker. Drogba.
Better than Henry?
In terms of, I don't think he's better, but he's my favourite.
I mean, Henry's clearly not my favourite, mate. Do you know what I mean? But it's the best. Even I'll have to put my hands up and agree to that.
Those always come up, those questions, don't they? List like 10 Premier League strikers, Shearer, Rooney, Aguero. Like, if you could pick 2 to put up front, which 2 would you go for? And most people leave Shearer out, despite the fact he scored 40, 50 more goals than anyone else. He still don't get in.
No, I think he'd have to be Shearer and Henry. It's got to be. In the same way, if he stays with my team in 3 or 4 years, it'd have to be Kane and Henry. I don't care for your tumbleweed silence, lads. Sorry. Pep talk, yeah, Postiga, what a fucking welder he was. Yeah,
I don't know. It's probably nostalgia, isn't it? But I think I'd find it difficult to ever pick Kane ahead of Shearer at the moment. It's probably just
Do I miss
nostalgia.
him?
If Harry Kane breaks Shearer's Premier League goal scoring record, he will obviously beat his England goal scoring record, I think.
Yeah.
And even more so, actually, let's be honest, if Kane was to do it and win nothing and still achieve that, it's not like playing for Man City or anything like that, then I think you've got to put him in there, mate.
Oh yeah, on merit. You'd have to.
If he beats Shearer's record,
What's the gap now? 60, is it? Something
still
like that?
big, 65, something like that, I think.
Yeah.
And Shearer was scoring goals before the Premier League was a thing as well. That's what people forget. Shearer scored top flight goals.
Nah, that's rubbish, Martin. The football only started in 1992. You well know that.
I'll be honest, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head how many first division goals Shearer's got, but some.
Brilliant.
Could be.
Sonny will never get in the conversation of like with Ronaldo's and players like that to be in an all-star Premier League team now. Go.
Everton have one back.
Clean sheet wipeout for your Villa defence, guys. It's been coming, apparently.
Yeah, all those Danny Mills captain has muddied. Don't actually think I've got a clean sheet here now. Is that all of mine gone? Oh, I've got Paul Robinson in goal.
He's done it. He's how many clean sheets? Mind you, if you've said it because you've got none. I'm sure there'll be loads with Chris Perry and Dean Richards at the moment. So you got Tottenham. There'll be certainly be some Chelsea knocking about when they're like Desai and stuff like that.
I've got Desai on the bench.
On the bench?
Yeah.
Is it -16? I love you, mate. Blackburn are obviously Leeds sitting there with double leads. I think that I'm gonna stick your neck out. That's holding.
This -16 actually couldn't have gone any worse. I took John Terry out. He scored. Desai on the bench.
You could have taken a -20, mate.
Took another goal. Yeah, I should have took out Henry for his assist.
Begard Hegemoff.
Charlie Miller went off then as well.
The only thing I really care about happening now is Matt Jansen scoring. I think he's still on. So I've got 20 minutes for him to score. I'll be happy if he just managed to score.
I'm going to go to bed tasting watermelon, but unhappy.
Surely, if worst case, captain can invent a goal and have it disallowed or something. Worst case.
Go on in, ask him to do it.
There you go. Challenge made, captain. If he doesn't score, put it in there. Have it disallowed.
Go on, captain. God, sort it out. Like Janssen, and then I want the flashing goal for Blackburn, and then we just have me in the corner.
Yeah, VAR disallowed.
Yeah.
VAR.
Yeah, the most ridiculous reason you can think of for it to be disallowed.
It's been disallowed because the ball rebounded off an ice cream van, which was a question I saw on the Chase a few weeks ago about Darren Bent's goal for Sunderland. Did the ball deflect off of a deck chair, an ice cream van, or a beach ball?
Got it wrong, didn't you?
And the lady answering the question said ice cream van. So I thought that was obviously hysterical. So I read the question to my missus thinking, she'll be right. And she also said a fucking ice cream van. Alberto Solano scored for Blackburn. They lead Ipswich 3-0. Sorry, Craig, not Janssen. Which, if you missed, he did say that in the chat. The assist goes to Marcus Bent, not Darren Bent, who once scored a goal deflected off of an ice cream van.
I don't know what my wife would have said to that, to be fair. I'd like to think she would have used the logic and thought which of these things would actually be on a pitch.
I literally was trying to prove the point, so I asked my missus, well, she can't get that wrong, right? That's just what even logic. How's an ice cream van on the pitch? Yeah, well, I thought it might have been in the stands, and but if it's in the stands, the fucking pitch, doesn't it? Surely, come on. Oh, I didn't think.
Andy Johnson
goal for Andy Johnson at Coventry, which I think will confine Coventry, Norwich, and Watford to relegation, which will mean that Leicester will be safe, and it will mean that the Titanic clash between Tottenham and Leicester at White Hart Lane has been irrelevant all along. No Teddy Sheringham scenes tonight, so I don't think, guys.
No, I don't think so.
Darren Eadie's off injured. Might be in a few teams, maybe. He's sitting on my bench, I know that. He's not done bad, Darren Eadie, actually, is he?
Yeah, I think he's done okay. Yeah.
Plays for England quite a lot in this game. So he obviously gets half decent. I know England weren't blessed with a load of left midfielders at this time, but it's usually him, Everton, and Joe Cole, isn't it? Trying to play left wing for England on this game.
Where's Steve Guppy at?
Celtic, he starts off at. Plays quite a lot from it. Seems pretty good on this game, unsurprisingly. They get to like latter stages of Champions League on here quite a lot.
Yeah, the Scottish teams throw money around, don't they, for some reason on this.
Zepeda nearly got his 13th for the season there, Craig.
12 goals, is it? Or just 12 returns? Surely.
Whatever you said, mate.
Surely hasn't got 12 goals, Zepeda.
Yeah, John Shanley, that Sammy Hippier penalty would be mighty handy at this stage, yeah.
Here's one from earlier in the season, Craig. I think this is on the back of James giving you about Janssen. I wonder if that guy who complained about Martin and Craig laughing at other people doing badly is still playing.
Probably just smashing the chat while I was going, no one's mentioning my name.
I can't even remember what I did now.
Billy Hadaway, I think you were right that Darren Eadie did get a serious injury in season 1. I feel like that rings a bell. Stephen Hamilton has said in the chat, I remember an episode of Pointless, which will be interrupted by Craig telling us about Sunderland's second goal, Andy Martin's very own Julio Arca.
Shot time, Martin.
That's one for you, yeah.
Who got the assist? His mate, Mickey Gray. Yeah, as I was saying, Stephen Hammond says, I remember an episode of Pointless and the final question was football related. And the woman said, my boyfriend told me to say Henrik Larsson to any football question and she won the jackpot.
I remember that. I think the question was like, name a Champions League goal scorer from a certain season or something like that.
And she said Henrik Larsson. Fair game.
Have you done that, Craig?
The shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Look at his face. I can tell that he's done it.
I was going to cheers you, but fuck you then. All right, I'll just...
The taste is grinding me a bit now.
Jansen's unmarked. He's trying to volley.
God.
Oh, Cullen turns the ball behind. Corner kick.
One troll was managed to score. I just need the other two now, Henry and Jansen.
John Shanley's got Josh Janssen blanking from his front 7. Surprise, surprise.
I might score again.
Andy says Edie always starts with 9 months injury.
Sol Campbell might have conceded a pen.
Penalty for Coventry.
Oh, turned it down.
Sold as well.
Judas prick.
We've got 77 minutes. What did you think of, just quickly, James, what did you think like when Adebayor came to Tottenham, for example?
I'm pretty happy because we desperately needed it at the time. And he was great. He was great in the first season. It really was. And then we signed him permanently and he didn't give a shit anymore. But in the loan season, honestly, he was phenomenal for us. He was really good. It was exactly what we needed. We lost like Berbatov and stuff. We had no presence for a while with like people like Darren Bent. Shit, man. No, he was good. Very good. Him and Defoe had a good relationship for a while. It's good. I didn't think at that time it was a bit different as well, Martin, in the sense that Arsenal were much better than us, right?
Yeah,
and finished above them for a long time. So it's more about, and he'd already done the dirty on them with City anyway. So it's like, well, this fixes the problem for our team. Fix it. So yeah, Ledley's on, mate.
You might have missed it, Darren, James even. Dean Richards got sent off.
Oh shit.
Cynical foul on Trevor Benjamin.
Well, it doesn't count because I didn't see it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried because Arsenal have actually turned up for an away game for a change.
Dave Kitson's on, Ginger Legend.
I made you straight away think of the 6-4, didn't it, Martin?
Yeah.
Crazy game.
That was mad. I went to 2 away games that season, 7-4 at Portsmouth and 6-4 at Spurs.
He scored eight goals away from home, got no points.
Yeah,
mate.
That's the 2 that I went to that year.
Was that the game Matt Taylor scored that outrageous goal?
No, that was against. I want to say that was against Sunderland.
Blackburn clean sheet is John. Freddie Lundberger scored.
About the first thing he's done since he went to Ipswich, I think.
Assisted by David Perrotten. I mean, yeah, you can end the game week now. We're safe, right?
Yeah,
just in case.
You're safe. Yeah, nobody's coming back, are they?
I mean, something's going out the window. Coventry win 4-3. That would be quite ironic, wouldn't it? My team lose. Yeah. My team go lose. I mean, you'd need a 5-goal swing at this stage. So, yeah, I wouldn't rule it out in this, but I think it should be all right.
Hendry again.
Over the bar. So we clean sheets left, just Chelsea, Tottenham, and Leeds.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Norwich scoring, to be fair. Quite a few people have got a piece of Chelsea, if not 2 pieces. I think be a popular one, that Chelsea one. No one's got Tottenham defenders. Some might have Leeds.
Do you think if people had free hit despite they was still just completely avoided Tottenham defence? If anyone saved it to the end, is anyone in this format capable of saving that to the end?
I've seen a few free hits around.
Yeah, I bet there were a couple. Yeah,
that Fugelstad's in a couple of teams because he plays left wing sometimes, 4.5 defender. So some people just got him for potential out of position. I think where's he playing tonight? I don't know if he started left back or. I think he started left back today, but he's had some games in midfield.
Ooh, Bo Hampson.
Would have been a Gardner assist as well.
I think if he was on free hit tonight, he'd have had a couple of Borough.
Yeah.
Probably a Liverpool, probably a Man City. I would think.
Yeah, I mean, a 5-2-3 looked good this morning.
It didn't feel like a big clean sheet week, did it, Mike? It felt like a 3-4-3 week. It doesn't happen very often in Champ, but it felt like a 3-4-3 week.
Yeah, it said something that we were both going 3 at the back.
Henry and another good Johnson run.
Good save by Headman. Everyone had him at the start, didn't they?
No, it was a nightmare. I had fucking Serini and he was dreadful.
He's still the most owned keeper now, I think, Headman. I was looking earlier, about 28%, I think.
We'll have to get that checked out by livefpl.net to make sure that's right, I think, mate.
Probably a load of dead teams, to be fair.
I think so.
Who's getting the final ever goal? Well, who knows? Got final goal of season 3 anyway. Who knows?
It'll be Fugelstad in like 2008 or something. Yeah. Final goal tonight is going to Ledley King. I told you all that at the start.
I'd take that. He was the one I missed. You were saying about that Sporkle quiz earlier, Craig. I only missed a few, but Ledley King was one of them. I forgot about Ledley.
I didn't get 3. I didn't get Ray Parler.
Parler was another one.
Yeah. Is there any clues in that quiz? You know, like sometimes says which club they played for. Is there anything in it at all?
It tells you how many caps they had and what years they got them between.
Okay. So it'll say like if they had 15 caps or whatever.
Yeah, it'll say like 15 caps, like 2000 to 2004 or whatever. Yeah.
There was one that only had like 20 caps between 92 and 2001 that stumped me for ages. I was thinking, who's played for England over 9 years and only played like 20 games.
Equaliser.
Oh, that's my boy.
At Main Road for Manchester City, unless they've moved stadiums and I missed that. Oh no, Main Road is awake now apparently, which is nice because Etihad isn't often. Goal for Danny Tiato, assisted by Darren Huckabee.
Did you manage to get Phil Jagielka, Martin? Who's the other one I forgot?
I got Jagielka, yeah, because I was thinking, because I thought we had some fucking terrible centre halves that we took to South Africa. Like, who was involved in that?
So Jesper Gronke, yellow card.
Yeah, the three I didn't get was Parler, Jagielka, and Alan Smith.
Leeds Alan Smith, I'll take it. You said it was noughties, didn't you?
Yeah.
Totally. I'll have a go at that now since I know all the tough answers.
Yeah, totally forgot he played 10 games for England, Alan Smith.
Yeah. Andy Martin, only two of my players without a goal now, Poom and Tariko. There's still time.
Two. I've only got about two players with a goal, I think.
Moyd Renton's last goal was going to Redbroth. Might be assisted by him, but Leddy's getting it, mate.
It's going to be one of these shit Coventry players, I'm going to say. Julian Jochin, is he still on?
Didn't notice if he went off.
Both sides pushing.
And we are 13, 19.
Sorry.
I think we've only got 37 goals.
Is that all? It's a bit shit, isn't it? What was the record? 42? No, don't put it in the chat, Captain. We got it, honestly.
Oh, we remembered. It's taken us 38 weeks, but we remembered.
Oh, yes, as well. He's such a dick. A-Man thinks Janssen's getting the last goal. Pep talks with Man City mid's been a big letdown tonight. Tiato, is Tiato a mid or a defender?
Left mid.
Mid, yeah.
There was quite a few in the chat that like they had Tiato.
Yeah, take penalties and set pieces and plays left wing.
Penalties, free kicks.
And Andy Martin says if Poom gets a hat trick, I might catch Luke. The only way you're catching Luke, the only way anyone's catching Luke is getting hold of his password, dismantling his team, and taking about a -6, then we probably still won't catch him. Yellow card for George Boateng.
That's probably my favourite moment of the 3 seasons when I triple captain Mark Poom in the triple game week. That was season 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of people did that, didn't they? I think I did Malcolm Christie, he was still at Derby.
The shit you do when you've had a watermelon sours shot or two.
Triple captain a goalkeeper.
You think, triple captain the Derby player. That's why I decided to use my triple captaincy on when you think about it.
Triple captain Bartes last year as well. Triple captain a goalkeeper the first 2 seasons.
I don't know if you've noticed, Graham, there's a lot of goals going in this thing, you know that. And guess what? Most of them, as you worked out after 114 weeks, seem to come from left wingers.
If you play season 4, I might win. I might at least come top 50 or something.
Ben Graham would like to say thanks to all of you hosts and all of those behind the scenes for livening up my Thursday evenings for the past 6 months or so. Here. Thank you very much, Ben. I'm saying that I've only turned up for 1 fucking week. It's gonna be useless this year, but cheers anyway, mate.
Thanks. You're a better public speaker than us two, James. You can wrap it up with all the thanks for us.
I haven't got the list. I'm going to leave people out, mate. I presume you've got the list.
I've got a good idea. Yeah.
All right, I'll leave it to you, man. And then when you finish, just give me the nod, and then I'll just like shout "Surge" and see what people do.
You the music man, child. Yeah.
Oh, people getting emotional in the chat now. It's going to happen.
Come on, one more goal. Invent one, captain. Even if it don't exist, no one cares.
There's no way there's not going to be like an injury time goal, and it's going to be something that makes. It's Ledley. It's going to be Ledley. He's just going to make it up on the fly. He's just going to go, oh, fuck it, I'll let. It's not even happened. He's just going to.
I think.
It's just going to Ledley. Sod it.
What's the most pointless goal that could go in now? Like Oleg Luzhny or something?
This is probably Deadly King, to be honest, mate.
Go on, Janssen.
So you were part.
Go on, Janssen.
Go on, two guy. Go on, two guy.
Well, look, space on the left. You never know.
Oh, it's not going to be him.
It's Janssen with a simple finish. And it's in.
You can get this allowed.
Oh, no.
No, he's done it as well.
A pigeon obstructed his vision.
Definitely wasn't offside. Goal not given. Yes, Cap. Right, hero, mate. I don't know how I survived without you, Cap. Thanks, mate.
I felt he absolutely hooked me there. I honestly thought that was a goal.
Off to Ellen Road.
He didn't hook me at all. I knew what was coming.
Woodgate's winning everything in the air. That's the he's getting the bonus, lads, in case you haven't clocked it.
He's good on this game. He's really good on this game.
Off to Carrow Road.
The chat is going absolutely mental. The chat's going mental.
Are we going to get our first 7? That's so good, Captain. A pigeon obstructed his vision. Love it.
There'd be one person be like, can't take this, ain't playing that game no more.
Goal. Zenden again.
But Chelsea have got a 7th.
Zenden assist again.
Back calling him Frankie Lampard, Cap. Less of that though. Zenden with a record 4 assists. Madman, which I feel like needs a didn't really come out. I just spilt my drink. One for the old times. Off to the Stadium of Light. It's all kicking off.
Kev.
Bon is unmarked.
Oh,
Yaspilana can't gather it. Here comes Sweet Kev. Oh no, he's smashed it outfield to a volley.
Yeah, Phillips will score, won't he?
That would be really fitting if Phillips rounded it off, I think. Go on, Kev.
Kept going. Gray's on the Good Johnson run. Phillips climbed above Gardner because he's no way bigger than him, but anyway.
Yeah.
It's Super Kev.
Another trolling. Is it another trolling?
Nah, you ain't going to do it with Kevin Phillips, mate.
That's it.
It takes a golden boot.
I think that's really fitting that Kev, if Kev scores the last goal, I think that's quite nice, actually.
Second assist for Gray. I'm just waiting for it. It's so obvious. Like, he hasn't done this on purpose. Is it's coming forward? Leicester are going to score like 4 now in injury time. Is it tried to beat King? Don't beat King. Made a slide. Took the man rather than, but you're on a wind-up, Cap.
Send him off. Pen?
Oh, mate, what are we talking about? Corner given. Yeah, that's the right decision. Is it slams his fist at it? Shut up, blood. Corner taken by McAnuff. Mabry gets his big head to it and gets it away. That's it. Save the Spurs. Be back next season. As get your pipe, smoke it, mate. I told you, no danger, pal. Coventry, Norwich, and Watford are down. Captain out.
Well done, Cap. Brilliant stuff at the end there. And for the whole season. That's it, folks. That's full time for your last game week of season 3.
Aston Villa 3, Everton. What? No, I can't bother. Go on. Sorry, Mark.
I think we don't normally do that anymore. Yeah, we await the bonus points. So we've got a few minutes before the bonus points come in. Just to thank everybody in the chat first and foremost. I think thanks for coming along. Obviously, without the chat, it wouldn't be much fun sat here every week. So yeah, thanks for engaging in that. Thanks, James, for coming along tonight. Special guest, Game Week 38.
Thank you for having us, guys.
Yeah, it's probably going to be my most liked tweet ever, just being tagged in that with you earlier when it was announced you were on. So cheers for that. And yeah, Craig, you go for a couple.
Well, thank yous.
Yeah, go on.
I don't think you actually said anyone, Martin, other than me.
No, I did. I said the chat. I said you. We'd get them all in. I'm not going to do the whole ramble. We'll take turns.
This is again one of those quizzes we have to keep naming one after the other until we run out.
Of course.
Yeah, so that's 4 call. Off you go.
The captain and Panda deserve the most, right?
Yeah.
The back end work those two do with the comms And to say captain with these graphics, especially I think Panda fills in sometimes, but these graphics are mental. And he's done all 38. We've put a shift in doing maybe 15, 20 weeks each. In fact, he's done 38 weeks in the background. From an airport 1 week and all that sort of stuff is a big commitment, isn't it? So those two deserve all the credit in the world for their back end work.
Yeah, absolutely massive. You see our group chat in the background. Some weeks it's like, oh, I can't really do it. Yeah, I'm a little bit busy. Captain and Panda have got no choice. They put it on for you every single week. Doesn't matter who comes on and does the stream. They make it happen. So yeah, thanks very much, guys. Thanks very much to them. Thanks very much to we should say congratulations to Luke, who's won the game for the second 2 seasons out of 3. Absolute legend of the game as well. Obviously, massively involved with making the game happen in season 1 and particularly season 2, where he ran the sim and couldn't play. So we had 1 season where we had a chance of winning it out of the 3 at least. But yeah, congratulations, Luke, on winning it. And thanks to you for everything you've done. Personal thanks from me to you, Luke, for helping me when I started doing the previews in season 2, because I know you couldn't do it because you were running the sims. You had a chat with me and made sure that I was able to set everything up correctly and get it right for everybody when we did the previews. So thank you for that, and congratulations, 2 seasons out of 3, you bastard.
Just got the first lot of bonus points in, little deviation. 3 bonus points for Lee Hendry, unsurprisingly, after a couple of assists, or 3 assists, was it? 2 bonus points for Boateng after 2 goals, and then 1 each for Barry, Melberg, and Engel is in. Might get more bonus points from.
Yeah, good bonus points there for Hendry. Absolute haul.
Yeah,
2 assists or 3?
Did he get? I can't remember if he got the second one. He got the first.
2, wasn't he? Sorry, I think it was 2.
Yeah, I don't remember who got the second assist. He got the first and the third. He may well have got the second as well. Yeah, who deserves an X thanks? I guess some of the guys that have put the time into the stream. Just general people that have taken a more engaged role in the community this year. Say David Gills has done some Twitter stuff, run some spaces, done some live streams and stuff as well. Andrew's obviously come in, done his ChampMan tips Twitter handle. He's done some live streams. Benno's been on a couple of times. Also, Miss Deacon, Darren, above average guys, done a couple, haven't they? So they've put some time into some hosting. I feel bad now. I might have missed someone who's done some hosting.
That's why I didn't want to say fuck all, mate. Do you want to Black Benedict switch? What you think about it some more?
Thanks for Scarface. I can't think for the life of me who's behind that account, but yeah, thanks Scarface for the
Panda, blatantly Panda.
No, it was definitely Andy Martin, but it was funny. It was funny in the Discord when there were people that genuinely weren't sure who it was for a lot of the season. Yeah, thanks Andy for.
It's just Rob Pitt getting bored of being himself, maybe.
Yeah. Thanks Andy for co-creating the game and for the ChampMan Scarface leaks this season. That's been good fun.
Here's your bonus points in save point for. Just flip it off. I mean, Solano man of the match. It was 3 Solano, nothing for Matt Jansen. Move on. I can't think he got the 2 in the 1.
2 guy got a couple there. That's decent. Headman signing off with a bonus point. That's quite fitting.
Yeah, 3 bonus for Perez, 2 each for ticking off and Henry. Probably 3 most owned Arsenal players, I would think. So they've done all right out of that. Oh, man of the match for Ian Hart as well. So Leeds 1, Man United 0. Clean sheet, max bonus and an assist for Ian Hart. Is that a 12-pointer to run the season?
There's loads in there, aren't there? On the 1 point. Sorry.
Yeah, 2 bonus. Ronnie Johnson, then Robbo, Rio, Woodgate, Viduka, Neville, and Roque Jr. Yeah, Ian Hart, that's team of the week candidate, isn't it? 12 points.
Definitely. Absolute monster when he's played.
Yeah. That's quite fitting, isn't it, to end the season with probably no one owning him and he gets 12 points.
Yeah, definitely.
Any more thank yous?
There's loads, isn't there? Lawley Leroy with his site, Whitebeard with his site. Deacon with his threads and doing a couple of the streams. Macalco with his threads.
Yeah, a lot of people on Twitter. The FPL discussion is one that I've used, was very helpful very late on. The shout out.
FPL discussion is another one, definitely. Macalco with his threads, Delhi with his threads of he's done all sorts of things like the team of the season, like fan votes, and
really good that.
Telling us what the results were in the previous seasons and all that kind of thing. There's so many people that have contributed to it, and yeah, all these little things keep the game alive, right? So anybody that's done anything to engage with it, that's what keeps it going. If nobody engaged with it, then it wouldn't have kept going for 3 seasons. So
you got a bonus point for Sammy Hippier there, James.
Well, fuck, mate.
Richie Partridge, man of the match, 2 for Fowler, Hippier, Heskey, and a few others with 1 bonus point. Miko Hyde, man of the match, rubs it in. One Chop with 2. McQuilkin, Natado, Huckabee, Gunnarsson, Ward, fitting the Gunnarssons in the bonus again to round the season off. If you look at how many bonus points players have got in different matches, I reckon he must be in the top sort of 5, top 10 at worst for bonus points in the most different matches. He must be like 15 games he's got bonus points this year, Gunnarsson. Absolute beast for it.
Yeah, Fantasy Connection as well with his YouTube videos at various points. Another one. Absolutely great work.
Piss off. How's Ricard got man of the match? Didn't even do anything. Yeah, good news for Ricard. My boy Oncho rounds off with 2 bonus points. Fairly standard for him. Peter Atherton in the bonus again with Kulichis for Southgate. Miller, Zapata, Earnshaw, Gronkia. Basically all the Middlesbrough got bonus points today. Is that all of them? Just Fester, is it? Who didn't get any bonus?
Quite snilling. It is the old team there enough, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's just Fester and everybody. Was Selakovic playing centre mid today? Who was playing centre mid with Miller?
Yeah, it was those 2, yeah.
Yeah, so basically everyone apart from Selakovic and him. Max bonus for Zenden in a Chelsea game, which comes no surprise to anyone. Christensen, Good Johnson, Fossell, all with 2 bonus points. Rare that the centre back's got nothing, but it was always going to be the way tonight with that scoreline, wasn't it? That SI and Terry got no bonus for a change. And then just
7-0.
Is Phillips getting out of the match, do you think, in a minute?
Yeah. Yeah, and Ledley will have it in the Spurs game.
13-pointer coming up for Phillips as well, potentially. Here we go. Yeah, he's got it. A lot of 2-pointers in this game as well. Jakob Larsson, Michael Gray, Issa, Cahill, Arca. And then Bolton back 3 all got 2 bonus points. Repka, Luketti, and DeVos, and Pedersen ends the season with a... What's that for him? He's got a decent return as well. That 9?
Yeah. Goal and 2 bonus, yeah.
Nice to see I picked well in that 50-50 Pedersen v Janssen. 7-8 point swing on that one.
Big swing. What we got left? Just Tottenham game left.
Right, guy, man of the match. I didn't know this worked like FPL. Winning goals worth extra towards bonus point contribution. And then, yeah, 3 Leicester defenders. To be fair, they defended with 10 men for most of the game. Flowers, Ashley Live, and Matt Heath. Just wait for
the match to finish. Lovely. Team of the week.
Be full of midfielders for once, isn't it? This Hendry, Zenden, big scores for those. Partridge, good night for him.
Yeah, Good Johnson will be in there.
Yeah, Good Johnson, Phillips, and someone else up front. Maybe Fowler. Is it them 3?
Yeah, Fowler, 2 goals and an assist, was it? I think.
Yeah, so Fowler, Phillips, Good Johnson. It looks like. So Zenden, Hendry, Partridge. And then I don't know, defence is Hart and not really anyone else, is there? Or John Terry.
John Terry scored, didn't he?
Yeah.
Goal, clean sheet.
Decent end to the season, like that one, Perlo.
Yeah, lots of goals. What's team of the week going to have? It's in the hundreds, I think, definitely.
Oh, easy. There's about 9 players in double figure points tonight, I think. Robinson probably in goal. I think he got some bonus points, so he'll be in goal. I don't know how well we do with our predictions. Do we get any right between us? Probably not.
Probably not.
I think 1-0 Norwich was the closest.
I might have had 1-0 leads, did we?
Yeah.
You had that,
maybe.
James.
Maybe.
I think you had that, James. You called Viduka as well.
Did I?
Yeah, I think you might have had 1-0 leads Viduka.
I'll get Nico to clip that tomorrow then.
We didn't have it in the right game, but we said we'd get our 7, but we hadn't had yet. We got. I think we'll take that.
That's true.
Yeah,
team of the week. Goal number 1, Paul Robinson. We tend to do that and never actually do it. To everyone. Is that everyone in double figures? It is, isn't it? No, keeper. Yeah. Everyone in double figures. Massive team of the week. So yeah, someone out there is going to have like 130, 140 points, aren't they? I think.
There's definitely people who could have Henry, Partridge, Zenden as 3 midfielders. That's definitely plausible. And Terry in defence is plausible. And Phillips up front as captain. So yeah, someone's going to break 100 points this week, I think, with Phillips captain.
I think so. Right, that's it. That's the team of the week. We haven't rehearsed how we're supposed to sign off for game week 38 or anything. Captain, are you going to come on? Yeah, of course. Congratulations, Luke. 2-time champion, 2 seasons out of 3.
Who won the second half of the season? Was it Stephen Deeney, was it?
Second half league. Have we got that, captain? Do we know?
That's so fucking absurd that he's won it twice.
That's nuts, isn't it?
It's incredible. Fair game.
Oops, asked Panda. We're not sure about the second half league. But,
Luke. Shame we didn't quite have the drama of season 1. Didn't it come down to 1 bonus point on the final game week or something?
We didn't know. People were trying to work it out and couldn't work it out. And
Shame we couldn't walk it around Peppa Pig World at 10:30 on a Thursday night this time.
So close. This time he's gone game week. Is it game week 1 or game week 2? Has he gone game week 1 to game week 38? I think it might be. Absolutely incredible in any fantasy game to do that. It's ridiculous. But congratulations. 2 times out of 3. David Strom in the chat, our season 2 second half champion. Yeah, we're not sure who's going to take the trophy off you. But that's it. Captain, are you going to come on and say goodbye to everybody, or how are we going to sign off? I think that.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's going to be great if it just leaves us blank, like waiting.
I was waiting for you guys to do something. No.
No, I'm not playing this in Dora. It's not my channel.
Oh man.
No.
No. Awesome. Look, guys. Yeah. Thanks everyone. You've said it. You've mentioned everybody, but yeah, I'm sure there's more that we missed as well. But yeah, huge. Thanks everyone for sticking with us and playing the game for 3 years now. When you guys were talking about earlier just how much it's kind of come on, it's amazing. And for me personally, it's been like I've been able to forge a bit of a different career out of it and be able to like explore graphics a bit more and tech and things like that. So it's done wonders for me, and obviously I think mentally for loads of us during lockdown as well. So huge thanks to everybody, from me, from Panda, from Andy, from Whitebeard, Motley, everyone who's been involved in season 3. And don't know what else to say really. Just thanks to everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it.
If I could just throw in, obviously Dave and James from the start as well. Everybody was up and running with the start of it. People like yourself, Chris, and obviously Rob have taken the game forward in a different direction. Everybody who's been involved with the streams, everybody who's ever been in the chat, including people shouting Polska, have helped keep and maintain this game. Absolutely brilliant. If you've tweeted and used the hashtag, if you set up a team, Every single person deserves a thanks.
And this is why we brought you on.
Even fucking me. And my wife, because she must have contributed somewhere with the ice cream van, maybe.
Yeah.
And Harry was on the stream. And also there's one other person I'd really like to thank, and that's Teddy Sheridan. And that's the greatest moment in the 3 seasons of ChampManFPL. Good night, everybody.
I'm not gonna try and steal that.
No, I feel like I should have just walked out and just let it go. Captain,
anything else?
Tell everyone to go, and we love everyone, and thank you.
Go home. We love you all. You probably are home. We love you all.
Yeah.
Thank you from all of us.